I think John Charlie is a good
I think
choice.
so.
Let's do that one, shall we? Okay, fantastic.
You'll be happy to know that no one has come up to me and said they don't want to go on stream.
Fantastic.
Hey, that helps.
Everyone is happy to be streaming today.
Excellent.
For
Okay.
change.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to pop to Lou very quickly.
What
while
side
you-
do you put them on?
Sorry, this is what side do you want them on?
Yes.
John Charlie?
Yeah, John on the left.
Sure.
John on the left.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay.
John on the left.
Okay. So, whose list do we have? Chris. So there is Charlie and there is John. Okay, of course we don't know what they're going to be doing yet. I'm going to pop to the loo very briefly and then
Absolutely,
do you want me to
I
take over the
will.
overlay once I get back?
Can do. I don't mind keeping going. But
Okay,
if you
no
want to, have a go on it,
Back in a minute then.
I will do what bits of setup I can while they're still. So we have Jon Easter, and on this side, yep, the capitalization is right this time. Good. All right. Okay. Well, I'll see you for game 3 then. Hopefully we'll pick a good one. We'll try to get the T65s for you. See what they're up against. And if their pilots actually choose to play them. Come on. That's my...
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hedge gone for a quick break.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, let us know
Just
in the
getting
chat.
this,
If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to comment down below, like us,
Yes.
and let us know what your favourite shape to fly is.
And where is my cursor gone? Here we go. Finally, my cursor's appeared.
Oh, it's on the table.
Charlie Wallis. Here we go. Right, now we'll just have to find out what list they actually put up on the board. They're showing each other their options now. Right.
If you're happy running the overlay, I'm less happy
that's
to let you
absolutely
keep going for the
fine.
moment.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
also
it's
happy
fine.
to take over.
Let's see. I will
Yeah.
undestroy the ships.
Fantastic.
Because they are they're not destroyed anymore.
Okay, so lists are being decided.
This one, yes. So once again, the options are on Jon Easter's side. A scum list, Guri with
Star
fearlessness,
Vipers, nice to see.
with fearlessness, advanced proton torpedoes, both titles,
Borrow the computer.
a fire control system, and auto thrusters.
Sure.
He also has with that Torquil Nux in the Hawk 290, that is with the Mouldy Crow title, an ion cannon turret, ion dischargers,
We've not seen those yet, have we?
pulsed ray shields, and Forlom.
That'll
So ion all over the place.
be interesting to see.
He also has a Bumpmaster style contracted scout, so that's with Intel Agent over the cargo chute, ion projector, and trick shot.
Interesting.
So,
lots
a
of
control
ion
list
there.
full of
Yeah.
ion all over the place.
And then a bit more familiar ground for Jon Easter here.
Fairly more familiar ground. We have a Palp Aces with Quick Draw, that's Expertise Fire Control System, a sensor cluster, and a lightweight frame, along with the title on Quick Draw. And an Omega Leader with the exact same build we just saw. So, Com Relay Duke Hull upgrade.
Yep.
He also has his shuttle is Captain Yor, so he can take stress away
And I've seen John
take
do
it for
some.
himself.
I've seen John do some
and that's
interesting
with,
stuff with that.
That's with Palpatine and a collision detector. So that's what John's bringing to the table.
And then Chris Wallis over here. We have Poe Dameron in his T-65 X-Wing. Intensity, which makes for a very mobile X-Wing, which is good.
Very much so.
BB-8, Prime Thrusters, Black One, and Auto Thrusters. And his mate is Ray. Good, very, very thematic list here, I think. Expertise, Finn, Kanan Jarrus, and the Millennium Falcon, the new title.
The
from
new
Heroes of
title
Resistance.
for sloops.
Absolutely. Then list number 2. Rear Admiral Chirinu in his VT-49 Decimator. Veteran Instincts. Kylo Ren, interestingly. We haven't seen much Kylo around. Excuse me. A gunner, hotshot co-pilot, and an engine upgrade. So very mobile there. And then we also have Quick Draw in his TIE SF with expertise, fire control system, special ops title, and a lightweight frame.
Yes.
I'd rather see Poe Ray, to be honest. Kylo Ren,
given the choice, but
Kylo Ren, personally, I think can be a bit of a negative play experience. There's nothing as much fun. There's less fun than having someone stop you from shooting. So, but we'll see what happens.
On John's side, I'm very interested by this scum.
That
this
looks
scum build.
interesting.
I would
yes,
quite like to see that.
Yeah. So far,
if we get the opportunity.
The most popular pilot so far from the scum in terms of the Guns for Hire has very definitely been Thweek.
Yes, but we're seeing Guri here with the Star Viper.
Yeah, haven't seen Guri with the new title yet. So. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
I'd say this is actually Charlie's first time on the stream.
First
ever time. Which is why I'm scampering to find a media release form. Because apparently we had them used up and I was informed. So
no worries.
Sorry, that's why I'm borrowing the computer temporarily. So I can grab one of these forms and get
just
them
to
printed
make
out.
Okay, so
just so that we have full confirmation that Charlie is willing to be put on the internet.
Which he's starting to set up, so I imagine he is. But
Probably.
let's just get that form printed
And
out.
then we can
just
actually
to be
get
sure.
So what would be your ideal matchup here, Max? Which one of these lists would you want to see?
I would very much like to see what happens with a Scum versus Rebel.
I agree. I think that would be the perfect one. Whether they do that or not, I do not know, of course.
Well,
We'd just have to wait and see what happens.
Shoot back in your command now.
fantastic. Excellent. Right.
No worries, no beef, just party. By all means, head on back when you're available. And of course, all of our games are recorded and we're available later on via both Facebook and Twitch.
Facebook won't save the recording as it's too long, but they will be saved on Twitch, and in a few days' time they will all be put up separately on YouTube.
Fantastic.
On Athena Games' YouTube channel.
Yep. So, for those who missed it, unfortunately, both of our T65 players just happened to be playing our 2 players from the very first match. So, but don't worry, we guarantee.
It was one of the T65 players was playing one of them. The TIE Swarm player was playing the other, and the other T65 player has the bye.
Yes,
so, unfortunately.
But don't worry, we will try and get you some T65 action. Now, of course, we can't guarantee it because it's Hangar Bay. They may choose the other list.
They could.
But we will try and put at least one of those T65 players on for match 3 or match 4.
We will give it a go. We'll do our very best.
Indeed. So, now comes the choosing.
Yes, decisions are actually being made.
But we've got to figure it out based on what they actually start putting down. Okay,
that looks like...
That
looks like in paces.
That looks like in paces, doesn't it? Yes. I think that is in paces there.
All right.
Yes. Okay, so sadly not the scum list.
Would have been nice to see, but that's absolutely fine.
Jon Easter. Okay, so what we have is Quick Draw, Omega Leader, and none of them with Veteran Instincts or Pilot Skill changes.
All right, we'll start with... We'll put Quick Draw...
Yep.
In that case,
Are you two going to be fine?
Fingers crossed.
Yes, I think we should.
So I'm going to love and leave you, everyone. I'm of course only here on my day off, so I'm just coming to help Max and Hedge get settled.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank
Much
you.
appreciated.
But I'm sure you, the guys on stream, will see me again soon.
Okay.
Good luck to everyone.
And this is obviously it's not 2 Omega Leaders. It just that would be.
Scary.
Terrifying. Legitimately terrifying.
Definitely, yes.
Let's see. He doesn't... No, he's not using the 321 title, but he is Captain Yor. Here he is. And that's Rapo.
That is Rapo, yes. There's only 2 ships there, and one of them is very obviously a Falcon. Okay.
Go switch that so that we know that it's the Rebels.
Okay.
And we'll go let's see, overlay here.
Indeed. So Ray Poe, neither of them has a
Vulcan
pilot skill upgrade
and-
either.
No,
Yes.
okay, that's in.
It is
fantastic. In that case, we just go.
Yep. Okay. So again, guys, give us a shout.
Hooray.
What do you think? In the meantime, as we do
Poe,
this,
is Poe in the black one?
he is in the black one.
He is in the
Yes.
black one. Oh, right.
So while Max is setting up the stream, I'm going to go through these lists in a little bit more detail.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, we have Quick Draw, and Quick Draw has very quickly become one of the best Imperial ships. Getting to
Mm-hmm.
shoot again once per round when you lose a shield token. That can be really
let's
dangerous
see,
because he can
how
pump
do
out a lot
I-
of damage. Downside, of course, is he's got to take damage in order to set off his ability. He has expertise, so as long as he's not stressed, he gets to change all focus results into hits. Very nice when you're shooting multiple times a turn.
Oh no, that's going to go away.
Fire control system, so he's got even more mods. So if he gets shot and then gets his shot, normal shot, or vice versa, he gets a fire control system for the
There
second
we go.
shot. Very good. Sensor cluster, so he can spend a focus token to change. Is that into an evade sensor cluster, or is that an attack? That's an
evade.
That's an evade. So he can change a focus token into evade, and I think the idea there is he can spend those focus token to make himself last longer. If he gets an extra turn with his shields on, that's an extra shot that he gets. So obviously for defense there. Special ops training allows them to either get an extra attack an extra 1 dice out the front, or rare, but it does happen, gets to shoot out the front and back at the same time with 2 dice base attacks. And finally, lightweight frame. As long as being attacked by more attack dice than he has defense dice, he gets to roll an extra dice. So very, very good quick draw.
Yes.
39 points, so the most expensive ship in the list there. And that's a bit weird for a ship that, what actually gets shot, and you're relying on it getting shot, but it's because it does a lot of damage.
It does a lot of damage. Quick Draw has an incredible amount of damage output.
He does indeed, yeah, especially with this expertise fire
I
control
believe.
system. Especially with his expertise fire control system combo. That's
Yes, consistency of damage is
very much so.
very good.
Yeah. Then we have Omega Leader, and we've just seen Omega Leader.
Yep.
Exactly the same build, actually. Com
Yes,
Relay
nothing
Duke hull
changed.
upgrade. Yes. And then finally, Captain Yor in the shuttle. With Emperor Palpatine, a collision detector, and guidance. I don't think you need to worry about putting the guidance chips on there. They don't do anything at all.
No, they're there because there's an empty slot.
Exactly. However, now, interestingly, most Palp Aces we see, they just fly generic shuttle, generic Lambda. But Jon prefers to fly Captain Yor. Captain Yor's ability is, whenever the friendly ship at range 1 to 2 would receive a stress token, if you have 2 or fewer stress tokens, you may receive that stress token instead. So what that lets him do is he can do things like K-turn, or if there's stress control around, he can take the stress on Yor and keep, say, quick draw.
He can also
with expertise.
He also
stress-free.
can deliberately fly his ships over debris fields and not worry too much.
Absolutely,
Which is why he's brought the debris fields.
Oh yeah, indeed. So interesting stuff he can do, and I've seen him use Yor to really do some interesting stuff with the turns. So yeah, Jon is an expert Palp Aces flyer. He knows exactly what he's doing with them. So it's going to be an interesting one. And then we have Chris Wallis. And he's flying Poe Dameron his T70 X-Wing, and I believe this is going to be the pilot skill 9 Poe
version,
Dameron.
yes.
Yeah, for 33
With
points.
what is rapidly becoming the a fairly standard Poe build. Standard because it
Absolutely.
is good.
So intensity,
It
when
does work.
you do a boost or barrel roll, you gain a focus token or an evade token. Now you then flip the card over, and you've got to spend a focus or evade token to flip it back. But the thing about Poe Dameron is he's one of the few pilots that wants to hang on to his focus tokens throughout his turn.
As provided he has a focus token, he can turn one focus result up into a hit or evade, depending on what he's trying to do, every time.
Absolutely. Combine that with BB-8 when you reveal
And
a
there's
green
the
maneuver.
handshake.
Yeah, when you reveal a green maneuver, you can
See if we can
perform
actually
a
get
free
the-
boost, a free barrel roll to trigger intensity to give you a focus and give you maneuverability. Add prime thrusters, so you can even do that while you've got 3 or fewer stress tokens. I think was it 2 or fewer, something like that.
2 or fewer,
2 or
I
fewer,
believe.
yep. And black one, so whenever you do a boost or a barrel roll, you get to discard a target lock from yourself or a mate plus auto thrusters, and suddenly that Podammer is highly mobile and highly effective with dice mods as well.
Yes.
So yeah, so very good stuff going on
We
there.
will need to be checking where initiative is. It's going to be very relevant as there's a lot of pilot skill crossover here.
Indeed. And then Ray, with expertise, so full mod, basically she can re-roll some dice when they're in arc.
Thanks to
Finad's
her
dice
own
in
pilot
arc,
ability.
and then all the focuses get turned into hits. Plus Kane and Jarrus, so basically any manoeuvre that's white counts as green for clearing stress, including, interesting to note, the Millennium Falcon Heroes of the Resistance title. You can do effectively a 3S loop.
Yep.
Get a stress, but because it's white, Kane and Jarrus clears the stress.
Clears the stress immediately.
Indeed.
So you have effectively, with this build, white sloops.
Absolutely.
Which is incredibly powerful.
Yeah, very, very hard to out-joust Ray with that build.
Let's see. Charlie Wallis is running on 99 points.
99, yep.
And I believe Jon Easter is on the full 100.
He is,
which means Charlie calls the initiative. Very
and if Charlie
good for
is
him.
smart, he will have given initiative to Jon because he wants to move after those impacers.
He really does.
He really does, especially with Poe Dameron. Poe Dameron wants to move after Quick Draw. Ray wants to move after Omega Leader.
Seeing here, Omega Leader has clearly moved already, but Ray has just done so, which means yes, Jon has the initiative,
and that could be game breaking,
which is very
game deciding.
Oh yes, very that.
Yeah,
that is. Let's just see.
Tick that one. Yeah.
Oh, no, wrong one. There we go.
Hey, okay. So, guys on the chat, give us a shout out. Who do you think is looking good for this? Jon, having lost the initiative, Quick Draw, Omega, Captain Yor, or the Rebels run by Charlie, Poe, and Ray? Who's your money on? Max?
Ooh, it's a very tricky one. Where the way Ray and Poe are coming in, Omega Leaders are kind of a very long way away. They might be able to just take something down quite quickly. Either Quick Draw or Captain Yor would be very excellent options to drop early in the game.
You can take out Palp.
Now, what we were saying earlier that Omega Leader is a terrible thing to have in endgame, but Poe doesn't care.
Yeah,
Poe does not care at all.
That changes when Poe Dameron is on the field because he can discard those target locks. So, for me, my money is on the Rebels.
I think the Rebels...
They're going last, which really matters.
That does help a lot.
That Black One title really hurts against Omega Leader.
Omega Leader, yeah.
And position-wise, they're already heading for that shuttle. My money is on the Rebels at present. Of course, I could be wrong.
Could be possible. Jon is very good with this type of list, and just a good player generally.
He is indeed. That's his big advantage, I think. He knows exactly what he's doing with
yes.
it. So Grumpy Philin is saying Rebels as well. So, So
I don't know Charlie very well. I don't know whether this is the kind of thing he does a lot.
Yep. Well, it certainly looks like an expert list, so lots of sort of very good synergies and options and so on here.
It's a good list. Ray Poe is rapidly becoming popular in among Rebel players for a very good reason.
Absolutely, yes.
And it's because it's a strong pairing. They work very, very well together.
I think the biggest problem with Ray is she does start to get predictable.
She can do if you keep doing the sloops.
Yeah,
which is why I think I fly Ray a fair bit, and you do need to, switch things up, start doing moves that your opponent might not be expecting.
Yeah.
But it does seem like Charlie's going for something of a joust early.
Yep.
Which these ships are both good at.
Yes, makes sense. Assassinate. If you can assassinate Palpatine, suddenly Jon's options get a lot harder.
He can no longer clear up his stress and that those guaranteed results he gets from Palpatine.
Yep.
Go out the window.
A lot harder to manage it. Yeah. Plus, of course, just one ship down. So
yes,
yeah.
And a big one at that.
Absolutely. Yes. Okay. So, which one of the two ships is which? That's the problem with the Omega Leader and
they look
Quick
quite
Draw.
similar, don't they?
They do look quite the same. Yes.
I can that. That's quick draw. I can see the rear arc.
Fantastic.
Also, there's an evade token here.
Yes, quick draw doesn't get evade.
I'm not going to mark anything else. You can tell.
Absolutely.
Raising the Falcon.
So, is he going to run with the shuttle, or is he going to turn the shuttle in?
He's turning the shuttle in.
Okay, well, it kind of makes sense. Now, the one thing I'd say that Charlie has made a mistake on is put Ray by the side of the field.
Yeah.
Ray likes to go a little bit inwards so she can sloop either way.
True, but Poe also doesn't want to be too close to the edge, as he wants to be able to barrel roll with
Also
BB-8.
very true,
So-
yes. Yeah. So, yeah, 6 of one, half of the other. Okay. Okay, so, and Jon is going to be very annoyed that he didn't get the initiative here.
Yes, that's going to be a very... that's going to be...
Yeah, it makes him harder for him to get target locks, it makes him harder for him to dodge arcs. And conversely, it makes it a lot easier for Charlie to then dodge arcs with his barrel rolls and boosts and so on.
Chip's doing nothing just
yeah.
there because...
Ooh, interesting. So here comes Ray
turning it in.
sliding in, so that's a
coming for a-
head-to-head with that
Yes.
shuttle, yeah.
Which, in a head-to-head between a shuttle and Ray wins.
Absolutely, yes. Doesn't mean the shuttle can't do a bit of damage, but it's, it's very much in Ray's
It can
favour.
certainly do a bit of damage.
However, here comes quick draw.
Yes.
Quick draw is tricky. The thing about quick draw is if you can, shoot him when he doesn't have an arc on you.
Yes.
If you can't,
or
take the shields down in one go, so he
yes.
has
If you can
at least
if you
the
can
extra
wipe her
shots.
shields, if you can wipe her shields off quickly, then you're in a much better position.
Absolutely.
Um,
Okay.
The worst thing you want to do is just plink them away.
Okay.
Because that gives her all her
All
extra
right, so
shots.
he's revealed a green manoeuvre with Poe. So here it comes. BB-8 gives him a barrel roll.
Yep.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Intensity gives him a token.
Because he's
Focus.
just done a barrel roll. Or he can take an evade as well,
can
can't
take
he?
an
But
evade.
he's Poe, so he was going to take a focus
Well,
token.
either that or he can move and take a focus on his
Yes,
action.
that's
but
true.
he could also take it for a target lock to get a
Yes.
nice... Or,
Then he
no, of course,
he has taken the evade. Yep.
No,
then he does the bank in. Yep. So he's going for the shuttle here, and then
no,
he gets
that's a focus.
that's a focus.
That's
is
a
it? Yep.
focus.
Then he gets a normal action. So this will be a target lock on the
Probably
shuttle.
yes. Try and take that thing down.
Absolutely. So bang, bang. That shuttle.
Ray, of course, has Finn.
Yeah. Now the downside here, that shuttle is not going to die this turn,
No, it has just a little
which
bit
means
too much
it
health.
can block Ray. So here comes quick draw because of course Jon has initiative, so he's shooting first at least. Quick draw shooting Ray, but Ray is in arc, so she's going to extra defense. So that is 1, 2 with
Spending a
expertise.
focus. Spending expertise, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. No fire control yet, but that'll kick in after this. So bang, bang. So Ray gets to add a blank with Finn.
She then gets to re-roll.
Yep. So
Oh,
fire
he's taking
control
the fire
system.
control.
Yep. Absolutely.
She adds a blank with Finn. She then gets to re-roll up to 2 blanks.
2 blanks. Yep. Is he going to do that?
Um,
Oh, he must have just evaded it to start off with.
he must have done.
Yeah. Nothing needed.
All right.
Oh, I thought that was 2 hits there.
It may have been a hit.
Okay, never mind. So here comes Poe back, I would assume.
Yep, he's spending the target lock.
Spending the target lock. Dun, dun,
Blank 2.
Blank 2 with Poe's ability.
Being Poe, he gets to turn one of those up just because he has a focus token.
Absolutely.
That being the special ability of Poe Dameron.
Yes. Intensity BB-8, prime thrusters, black 1 auto thrusters. Okay. And the shuttle is at range 3, spends its focus token, and it dodges it. Okay. So it's be up to Ray to do some damage. Omega Leader is out of it this turn.
Yes, far too far away.
Far too far away. Yep. Okay.
There we go, everything's set up.
So,
And that's a range 2.
Range 2 shot.
Range 2 from Ray.
Yep.
But that does still mean she gets the effective 4
Still
dice in
pretty
arc.
dangerous,
She is
yeah.
very dangerous.
Bang, bang, bang.
That's that many so far.
So
Add a
then
blank from Finn.
Add a blank from Finn. Re-roll with
Re-roll
Ray's
the-
ability.
Yep. You're pointing
Yep.
this out. They're being very good. They're showing us their
They are
things.
indeed.
Lovely.
And
that's
4.
4.
Because of expertise.
And
yes.
now showing us. Yep, she is also an expert.
Thank you guys. Good work, Charlie.
And he is calling Palpatine.
And that's 3
Well, that's an
damage.
evade anyway. So that is, yes, 3 damage on your...
Yeah.
Okay, a good start for Charlie.
Absolutely. So,
As your
Now,
takes
his-
a good
yep,
big
your
punch.
shoots back. Ooh, with a
Two.
decent shot, yeah. Add a blank.
He is
Is he forgetting?
forgotten.
He's forgetting Ray's ability.
He's forgetting Ray's ability. Well,
Okay.
oh dear.
Yes.
Ray, of course, works.
Sorry, Finn's ability.
Well,
Yeah.
the combination of the two.
Yeah. So can we dodge the overlay a second? Because he may have
Yes.
forgotten that damage from previously for Ray. How much shields has Ray got there? One,
Up to
two,
tail.
three.
Maybe three?
Yeah, it looks like it. So he must have taken the damage earlier. Yeah, because he forgot Finn then as well.
He seems to be forgetting that Ray is not just attacking. She is
Yeah.
very good at defence.
Yeah, absolutely. So, oh dear. So maybe that suggests that Charlie isn't such an experienced player after all.
Perhaps.
Okay. Now, the other thing is, it's going to sound silly, but Charlie isn't in a great position here because that shuttle is perfect blocking. It can
It
stay
is.
where it is, and it
It
can
can.
just block some sloops.
It can block
a
the
slow
sloop.
roll.
It can block if it
Sloop
stays
to the
where it is.
left.
It can block to the left, not to the right, however.
Yes, but if the shuttle banks to the left, or even turns to the left to
Very
get out
true.
the way, then it can block that sloop.
That is very true. This is going to be an interesting,
It
interesting
is.
turn. See if Ray actually gets
Yeah.
in, because what Charlie probably wants to do is focus his fire. And a lot of people, upon seeing a Palp Aces list, do try to let's just kill Palp.
Yes. It's a decent option. And that's the thing. It doesn't. Whatever happens, you kill Palp.
Yeah.
Then you're not focusing on the aces. But you try to
Yes.
kill the aces, and you have to push your way through the damage Palp stops. So it's a kind of catch-22 situation. That's what makes
It's an
Palp
iffy one.
Aces a good list.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
And it is still a good archetype, even
Yeah.
with weaker Palp.
So the shuttle has stopped. I suppose that makes sense. It guarantees him shots regardless of what happens. Okay.
Yes.
So there comes Omega Leader, puts the
Targeting
target
Ray.
lock on. It's not going to help because the Black One title will remove it. However, where's Ray going? Now Ray is
Ray is bumping.
Ray is bumping. Yeah, she is protected against it somewhat, but she still does like a focus on for defense sometimes.
She does. No, defense for focus is. Obviously, expertise means that she doesn't need her
It
attack.
also means she can't shoot the shuttle.
Yes.
So Charlie, having damaged the shuttle, is now going to have to start focusing on one of the other aces and then make a
Absolutely.
decision later. Does he keep shooting the aces or does he keep hitting the shuttle?
Depending on where his arcs are with Poe, it might not be a terrible idea to try to just strip all those shields off of quick draw.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad
Because
thing to do.
that
Just
is-
take the damage while you're in arc.
Yeah.
While you know you've got that arc.
Whilst you know.
Yeah. You want to move the numbers down?
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay.
Right.
So good move by John there, and well anticipated of what Charlie was going to do. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
And that's going to be a sloop which Captain Yor will take the stress
Yeah.
for.
Absolutely.
That's what Captain Yor is there
and
for.
that guarantees arc on Ray. And Ray is not going to want to shoot quick draw like that because
If she doesn't have arc on her,
Yeah.
then
So perhaps Omega Leader is going to be the target here.
maybe. Which would, if Charlie remembers Black One, removes Omega Leader's target lock.
Yep,
Spells
fingers
very,
crossed.
very bad times for
Yeah.
Omega Leader.
Yeah.
Yep, that's Yor taking the stress for quick draw.
Makes sense. Yep. Okay.
Now this is going to be
So I'm
starting with
predicting a
that's the
barrel roll
BB-8
to
barrel
the
roll.
left. Yep. I can't see what the manoeuvre is. So he doesn't want to go too far forward. He doesn't want to bump, basically.
Oh no, but it's go. That's a
And
one bank.
Okay. Interesting.
He's taking his focus.
well remembered. Okay. And
He's being Poe Dameron.
there.
We go. He's forgotten to
Remove the target. He's not forgotten it yet. But
no, because he has to do it after his barrel roll.
yeah. Oh dear.
He's going to go for
Target. Oh dear.
quick
So,
draw.
I might have to revise my decision here. I would say, looking at
I
this,
think-
John is may have some disadvantages, but he's by far the more experienced player.
Yeah.
Charlie's okay. No, you're still learning. It's not
No,
any
absolutely.
disrespect to Charlie, but it looks like he's forgetting things here. He's forgotten Finn twice. He's forgotten the Black One title.
Yeah.
And that could be vital because
Yeah.
he really needs to remember those. Those are his big advantages against this list.
Yes. On paper, the Rapo list is absolutely
Right.
has
so
the
here we
advantage.
go. So this is quick draw firing. Oh,
That's a lot.
that is a lot of damage
That's
on
lots.
Ray.
Yep.
Ray only gets a single dice. Oh, 3 shields
That's-
down and a crit by the looks of it. Yeah. And that
Major
is...
explosion.
Ooh, ouch. And that is into another damage by the looks of it, or is that a crit? That might be a crit because major explosion doesn't crit. No, he's lucky. He rolled a crit for the major explosion, so only 1 hull down. But that is almost half points on the Falcon already. Not looking good. Not looking good.
No.
Okay.
He's going to take a range 1 into quick draw.
I suppose that makes sense. You've got a decent chance of doing a lot of damage here. You've got
Yes.
to take those shields down.
You do.
But you do have
definitely
to
need
fight your way through the lightweight frame.
Yes.
However, there's no defensive mods there as far as I can see it.
I don't think so.
So, 4 dice. Bang, 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 bang.
Target lock those 2.
Yes, spend the target lock. You know, if he only takes 1 or 2 shields down, it might almost be worth
3.
Ray firing out of arc anyway. That was unlucky. 1, 2, 3.
3. Now, quick draw has a lightweight frame,
And
so
I
he gets
think
another one.
I predict a Palp here.
Yes. Yeah, there we go. Palp into an evade.
Yeah.
He has a... Well, he rolls them first, and then he changes one. Technically, he rolls these, and then the
doesn't-
lightweight frame is rolled separately.
Yes, and people sometimes do the lightweight frame afterwards. There we go. Dum dum.
And then, he rolls the lightweight frame.
Yep. Lightweight frame. Yes, there we go.
It is relevant for the timing of the Palp.
Palpatine. Yes.
3 hits, it doesn't make a huge amount
Yeah.
of difference, but that looks like 1.
Okay, so that's not bad at all. Well, it's not great. So here's the thing.
Well,
That's
it's-
2 shields down. Quick Draw is going to get to shoot again with his fire control
No, that's
system.
1 shield down.
One
That's
shield. Oh,
ideal
dear.
quick draw at this point in time
Yeah.
so far.
So that is going to be a target lock.
Yes.
So expertise attack on Ray again.
Mm-hmm.
So this will take Ray below half damage unless something goes horribly wrong, and that hasn't.
No.
Spend the target lock, reacquire a target
Reacquire
lock,
a target
expertise.
lock.
Oh god,
Lots
that's
of
4 more
damage.
damage. That's oh dear.
Ray in
that's a crit.
immense trouble.
Very much so. 1, 2, 3. Oh dear. Yes. So Charlie, if you're watching this afterwards, I'm sorry, you're probably kicking yourself, saying, "How did I forget the Black One? How did I forget Finn?" Oh dear. And what was that crit?
I don't know if it was
Shall I
one.
run through and find out?
Sure. And this is Omega Leader taking the shot. And as Ray is target locked... that's not actually... she's not going to be able to... That was... Oh no. It was a direct hit.
Okay, ouch. Yes. Not looking good at all. then,
Ray is in
it?
immense amounts of trouble.
Very much so, yes.
And Poe can't take the list on his own.
No. No, he can't.
He's good, but...
Especially with Quick Draw still having shields.
And that's a damaged engine. That's very bad for Ray.
Oh, God. It's not so bad. Hard turns red isn't that terrible for Ray, actually. It's more the 2 hit points left that's the tricky part.
I've found 1 hard turns on the Falcon incredibly useful on a number of occasions.
Yeah. So I think Ray is shooting Quick Draw. He wants to take that shield down.
Yep.
Oh, but
True.
he's got no mods. That's the downside. And Quick
But
Draw.
he had no mods either way.
Yeah.
This was the better shot.
Well,
One-
he would have got mods on Omega Leader.
No, he wouldn't. He's target locked.
Ah, yes, of course. Oh, yeah.
And
But
that's...
it's yeah.
Yep, that's evaded.
Oh dear.
He did have the focus, he just accepted the loss of a shield in order to get the shot.
Yes.
But now he's lost only the 1 shield, and that's ideal quick draw so far. This is a shot across from Yor into Poe.
Yep.
He's used that already.
He has. So this might be over faster than we thought. And it is the downside of Ray. She's got a lot of hit points. She can take some damage, but if you can really focus on her, especially from out of arc,
Yeah.
she does go down.
She will go down. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like a Cynthia Phil that can keep tanking forever.
No.
So some interesting stuff here. Charlie's really going to have to up his game in order to do well here. He's got to remember that Black One title. He's got to remember Finn. And he's got to remember those Ray rerolls.
Yeah.
Vital.
Now, Ray is pretty definitely going to be try to swoop behind them here.
Absolutely.
It's her best possible move.
Yep. But
which
it also
will
means...
put her too far away for Poe to actually black one away one of those target locks from her.
Yeah. And it also means that Quick Draw knows exactly where she's going to be. Quick Draw's going to do a one bank to the left.
Yeah, and may just finish her off before she gets another shot.
Absolutely, and maybe gives him a rear shot, or tries to get him a rear shot at Poe, depending on where Poe goes.
If he can, that could be quite nice.
Yeah.
Or he may want to put the full 3 dice into Ray just to make sure.
Yeah. So
Because if she is in, if she does have quick draw in arc, then she can defend quite well, provided Charlie remembers his what he can do.
yeah. As for I'm predicting one forward bump. Stay where he is.
Yeah.
In order to keep clearing that stress.
Yeah,
Omega Leader. I can actually see Omega Leader trying to do a block.
maybe.
Might be worth it, especially if you. Oh no, because I suppose you want him to go. I suppose because Ray could go either way. I suppose, couldn't she? So
She could. I think she's probably going to go left from her perspective down to the bottom corner.
Yeah. And you don't want to bank quick draw into the left. I suppose if you're predicting the block and then you turn quick draw right, that could be effective, but it's tricky. So
it is hard to say. It was. This is round 2 of a tournament.
Yes.
Yes, this is an escalation not escalation.
Hangar Bay.
rather.
Yeah.
So the players bring 2 lists and pick which of the 2 they want to fly at the start of each game.
After seeing the opponent's 2 lists, so
and that's a sloop there from Omega Leader.
So that maybe is a block going there, and again clear the stress onto your. Okay.
You're doing proving exactly why John puts Captain Yor on this list.
Absolutely.
It does very well.
It does work very well indeed. Yeah, and that's Ray doing a sloop, and that is a bump. Stay where she is. Nothing. Yeah. And so if John predicted that, then quick draw will 1 forward or 1 bank in to shoot Ray again.
1 forward.
1 forward. Okay. So probably does it. If not, then Omega Leader should still be able to. Still has a decent chance of killing Ray. Does that have arc? Yes, it looks like it does have
so.
arc.
And if not, it has a barrel roll.
Yes, no worries. No worries, Sketcho 8. If you're local, come down and play sometime. Flight nights are Wednesday night, and we have monthly X-Wing tournaments on Saturdays, usually, somewhere in the month.
Yes.
So, yeah.
The next one will be Escalation, although we don't have a date for that just yet.
Yes. And if you've never played Escalation, that's interesting as well. Does different stuff, because you've got to start at 60, and then you add 30 points each time up to 150.
Without ever removing anything from your previous lists.
You can add upgrades to ships, you can add new ships, you can't take anything off an existing ship.
No. You go 60, you go 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Jumps of 30.
It's a good format.
It
mixes things up
a lot
bit.
of fun.
It does different stuff, yeah.
So, that looks like Poe has Poe bumped in the end there.
Yeah. So, oh dear.
And still didn't trigger Black 1.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Charlie at all, is it?
No, he keeps forgetting what he can do.
Particularly if Quick Draw can kill Ray before she shoots.
Yeah.
It's basically game over.
Unless
there.
that's... no, that's not a bump, and John is contemplating the double tap that the TIE SF is capable of doing.
Yeah, I don't know. That's tricky. I would kill Ray.
He's
I
got
think it's more important to kill Ray than it is to put a bit of damage on Poe. Because if you kill Ray, you kill her before she shoots. But he's obviously thinking he can do it with the double tap. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Well, she gets 1, and then she can.
That's it. Ray goes down. So good choice
She's
by
clearly.
Jon.
She should have rerolls and blanks though. He's just not doing her. He's
in arc. He's in arc. Yeah. Oh no.
Charlie is just not remembering about Ray.
I suspect
think
he's still quite a new player here,
I
which
think
is fair
so,
enough.
Yeah.
So but I think it also nicely illustrates the danger of flying something you're not familiar with. Now, I'm a bit of an experimenter. I like to fly different things.
Yes, yes.
But even then, I try and fly the ones that are trickier beforehand.
And that looks like we're going to be putting 2 shields off of Poe. Oh, they're having a conversation, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not what you want. Yeah, Poe must have just missed bumping. So, yeah. And he couldn't BB-8 because he couldn't barrel roll the wrong way. With the board edge there. Remember what you were saying about the board edge being bad for Poe and Ray?
Can I just have a quick look, see where what we're looking at? Poe? I mean, he's lost some shields.
Yeah.
We weren't shown how many. I think 2.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Okay.
And he's going into...
So he's... Would you shoot quick draw? Is he shooting?
I think he shot your...
No, that's quick draw. Was it quick draw? Can't tell. Okay.
No,
do you want me to run through and check?
Yes.
Check the details.
Yes. It is a lot of ability. It is a lot of upgrades to remember. But the Finn Ray thing, that's kind of one of the sort of the fundamental things of Ray. You never really see Ray without Finn. But no, especially when if you're only just starting the game, there are a lot of things you have to try to remember to keep in mind. It's completely understandable, sort of to forget things. True. Yeah, just.
So Poe has 1 shield.
Poe has 1 shield. Yeah.
Yep. Omega Leader hasn't lost anything. The Shuttle has lost all shields. Quick Draw is 1 shield down.
There you go. Yours half health.
Yes.
That's something.
It is, but it's not enough.
No, well, it's scraping back some MOV.
It is scraping back some MOV, yeah.
Which isn't, that is something
Not the end of the world,
that
yeah. Okay, so... Now, the downside is Jon has now maxed out his stress holding on Yor, hasn't he? If Yor does a green move, then he can clear 1 and take 1 back, but it gets him further out of the way. Yeah. Yes. So yeah, Grumpy. Yeah.
True. There are a lot of things to have to remember.
Absolutely. Yeah. And this Ray Poe list is a classic example of lots of things you've got to remember out of sequence.
Yeah. Does,
and Lithi...
Both ships have a lot of things going on them.
Yeah. So Lithi 2017, hand with gunner expertise. I agree that it's a lot easier, but I would also suggest that learning how to fly with turrets is not the best way to learn. Turrets are a crutch. They make it so much easier for you to fly that when it actually comes to ships without turrets, you start getting handicaps. You start losing that ability to fly properly.
Which is why Ray is probably quite a good learning ship, because she technically has a turret, but she rewards you for keeping up.
Precisely. If you can remember all of the interactions that go with it.
He was remembering perfectly well on the offensive. He was forgetting the defensive side of her.
Matters, yeah. Absolutely. If this is over as fast as we think, what would you say about getting these guys in afterwards?
Possibly.
Yeah.
By my count, this overlay should have a timer up between these two names, but the tech is not quite working right now.
Never mind.
I can see it here. We have 45 minutes left on the round.
Yeah, it's not going to last 45 minutes at this rate, is it?
No.
Indeed. So,
So if they're okay with it,
yeah. Absolutely. So what do you think, guys? Could Charlie have... Charlie's missed some things, but would it still be more in the balance if Charlie had remembered everything? Or would Jon still be flying that much better? That is going to be on the brief field.
No, it isn't. No.
Is it not?
No, it's fine.
He's fine then, in that case. So clear of stress. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he's got one stress for his stress capacitor again.
Yes. Which, considering...
Okay, so that
and
is...
Omega Leader is turning around and is therefore...
Yeah, because he's very cleverly blocked the barrel roll to the right with the shuttle.
He has, but not to the left. Which
but if he goes to the left, then it's easier for... Then he's more likely to go into that arc.
He is.
Yeah. So, and then Quick Draw.
Quick Draw.
Still with shields.
Yes, he's going to do a hard 2.
And he's going to go for that rear arc shot. Mm-hmm. So basically, again, setting up that kill box.
Yes.
If he goes too far to the... If Poe goes too far to the right, then he's in Quick Draw's rear arc. If he goes too far to the left, he's in Omega Leader's front arc.
Yes.
Difficult.
Now, if I were Charlie, I would be trying to concentrate Quick Draw. Try and get rid of that. Poe can deal with Omega Leader. Poe is very good at dealing with Omega Leader.
Absolutely. If you can take Quick Draw down, especially get rid of his shields now.
Yeah.
When you've got a side shot at him.
Yes. If you have a side shot on her, then if Poe has done, say, a 1 bank to the right.
Yes.
Then he can barrel roll.
But
Jon's attempting to stop that.
Yeah. That is smart. However, it does leave it out. If Poe's done a 1 forward, barrel roll to the left, 1 forward, you've got a side shot and you're out of all the arcs.
Yes, at which point you blast a range 1 shot into Quick Draw.
Okay.
Camera's wobbling all over the place.
I'll go and try and reset it a little bit.
I can't quite see what... at that point it's a bit of a sort of a... We can't really check and see what would have happened at this point, but it would change things significantly. I think Ray might still... Maybe Ray would still be up, limping, but maybe have survived another turn. Or at least another shot.
How did that do?
It's not centred.
It's not centred.
Yeah, it's all wobbly. I went to the bank. That's gone. That's the bump.
So rotate it anti-clockwise.
A little bit.
By about 3 or 4 degrees.
Clockwise. Clockwise.
From where the camera's looking.
Oh, yeah. Look. The
anti-clockwise to the left.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. Whatever. Yeah, but no, that is going to be a bump from Poe into Quick Draw, which stops Quick Draw shooting. So Poe does have the only shot this turn, and it's into Omega Leader. So that's good. That's definitely something. That's definitely something Charlie's going to want. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Something must have knocked our camera.
Cracked it?
More or less.
More or less. That'll do.
And that looks like range 1 from Poe into Omega Leader.
Okay, so he's at least got the Omega Leader shot. However, Omega Leader will get to shoot back at him.
I don't think so. No. That arc is going way over here.
So Quick Draw will get to shoot him.
No, that's a bump.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Poe's not getting shot.
Okay. What was Poe's manoeuvre? One bank right. Yeah.
There, and that looks like...
Yeah. So Grumpy Athenian, we agree. If Charlie had remembered all abilities at the right times, ships might be in different positions and target shoot may be different. Yeah.
It could have changed quite a lot of things fairly significantly.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah.
Now,
did Omega Leader take any damage?
I don't think so. No, we can see Omega Leader's card up here.
Yes.
And, she's fine.
Oh dear. So
I'm thinking what Poe wants to do is a 1 straight, and then see where things are when he activates. And choose from there.
Yeah, I agree.
That gives him the opportunity to sort of pick his target, where he's going to move, and figure out what he's going to do. He's not in a position to realistically go after Captain Yor, otherwise the other races will be behind him, which is bad.
I don't know. The other option Poe has is just to a hard 2 to the right.
I don't know. I think going for Yor is a mistake because that will just leave the other two behind him.
Yeah, I think I agree. But I suppose the one argument for that might be if they're not expecting, if Jon is not expecting him to go after Yor, then those two might find themselves out of position when he does go after Yor.
Maybe.
It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. But I mean, he could easily go after Yor boost further because Yor's got to do a green. He can't stop this turn.
That's
so
true.
He's almost certainly going to do a green 1 to the left. So you know exactly where Yor's going to be. Hard 2 boost to get your focus for and if Quick Draw and Omega Leader are expecting Poe to go for one of them,
then they might not
have options. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, the thing with the BB-8 intensity Poe build is people start to see you as being locked into your greens. And when you're doing things that make you appear to be locked into your greens, sometimes it's a good idea to switch out and do something else.
And don't forget, you can
throw
still,
people off.
You can still reposition with a boost and get a focus token at the same time.
Yes, that can still trigger intensity on his boost.
Yeah, it's not must do.
It's not as action efficient, but it's still something you can do.
Yeah, and sometimes doing that in order to get yourself position efficient, even if it's not action efficient, can be worthwhile.
Yeah. So you think possibly a hard 2 boost to try and get the range 1 focus off of that with
precisely,
intensity.
and hope that the Quick Draw and Omega Leader are out of position. So, for example, there we go. Omega Leader would not be in a good position.
No, Omega Leader is running, leading the chase. That is surprising.
I suppose he doesn't want to K-turn. He doesn't want to sloop. And see what I mean?
Quick Draw is also turning.
Going after Yor would actually be the right decision.
Yeah,
if Charlie's done it.
If Charlie's done that.
Yeah.
It's a big if, but he might have done.
He might have done. Yeah.
If he hasn't.
And he'd also be in good position next turn because they'd have to turn round.
Yes, that's very true.
So it's interesting.
Jon contemplating Quick Draw's action.
Yeah,
it's a difficult call.
He's thinking about barrel roll. Yeah, in order to get better arcs depending on where Poe goes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if Poe does a 1 forward, barrel roll to the right. Sorry, 1 bank in. That could
barrel
work
roll
as
to
well.
the right, and perhaps forward might get him
quick. Yeah,
avoiding Quick Draw's arcs with a range 1 shot on Quick Draw, which is the
side,
ideal
which
position.
Is what you want. You've got to take those shields down.
Yeah,
got to take.
And if you can do them whilst you're not getting a shot back on Quick Draw, then that's perfect.
So, and here's the thing. Here's where this Poe build really comes in handy. It is surprisingly mobile.
It's very manoeuvrable. It darts all over the place. I've heard it referred to as dancing Poe, and it's very accurate.
Sense. Yeah, I think so. So he's revealed a manoeuvre.
Yes.
He's not going after them because he's got a barrel roll.
He's got a barrel roll. Okay.
So he's going backwards. If it's a 1 bank in, he might be okay.
If it was a 1 bank in, I'd have barrel rolled forwards.
Yeah.
But
maybe it's as forwards.
Maybe it is a forwards.
So there's
the focus from intensity.
Yep.
And that's... other way.
Other way? Oh, interesting. That is unfortunate.
Yeah. Looks like there's no one's going to be shooting this turn.
No. Interesting. And that's not good for... I suppose it's not bad because he's got that barrel roll, but he's going to find it hard to do stuff next turn because of those debris fields.
Yeah.
They do constrain his movement somewhat.
They do.
So...
he's boosting.
Okay, that makes sense, I think.
Yeah.
That'll get him a shot on the shuttle if he could get a arc.
I don't think
can. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe?
Yeah, I think he's okay.
Yeah.
And then he can BB-8 next turn.
He can barrel roll past that, come down. Yeah, next turn he's going to barrel roll up, come between those two.
Yes, well, there might be an argument for barrel rolling down because that way you don't have to worry about Omega Leader who's going to do a hard 1 to the right next turn.
True.
Yeah.
True.
They have
lasers. Good. We have...
That's looking like an arc.
That's looking like, obstructed. But
Yep,
that's
you
fine.
take anything you can get, don't you?
Well, yeah, take the shots you've got.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's 3 dice
Bam,
from
bam, bam.
Poe. He has a focus, so for the purposes of being Poe Dameron.
Yep.
And that looks like 2 focus results.
He might as well spend the focus. He's not getting shot.
No.
Oh, because he needs to flip intensity.
Intensity. He
Yes,
needs
my
to keep his
apologies. You're
intensity.
quite right. Yeah.
Don't spend it. That's a trap.
Yeah. Thinking about it.
No. He's thinking, and no, don't spend it. Go for the 1. He's only got 2 dice, unmodified. You might still get a damage through.
Smart. Yeah.
No, that's a good point. He has Palp. He does have Palp. Yeah.
So he's not going to do any damage, but
You need to keep that token.
you need to keep that.
You
yeah.
you need to keep your intensity available so you can barrel. Next on, he wants to be able to barrel roll, get the
his
token,
focus. Yeah.
and then get a target lock as well. Full dice mods.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So John has a decent chance of just stopping with the shuttle.
It's still stressed.
Ah, is it?
I think so.
No, I
It might be hiding under the
I thought
wings.
it cleared one and then cleared another one because none of those
Okay,
guys.
it might still have stress. I don't actually know.
Maybe it does. If it doesn't, then it's easy. Yeah, he must barrel roll down because the Mega Leader then can't get him.
Yeah.
Without down or up, tricky. I still think you want to go down because of Mega Leader. I think you can barrel roll far enough backwards that one forward.
Will be okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's have a look.
Maybe.
Oh no, yeah. Well, a barrel roll length is a ship base, and I think there's about a ship base worth of debris below that
Yes, the
model
question
there.
is,
So I
can you-
think he can.
Yeah, if he's not stressed, then I think that's best. If he is, if yours stressed, that's best because he's got to do a green or forwards anyway.
Yeah.
If yours not stressed, that might bump if he does a stop.
Well, he could go backwards. You can barrel roll back a bit.
Yes, but even with the barrel backwards, you've then got to go 2 ship lengths forwards, 1 for your movement and 1 for your base. A barrel backwards gets you half a ship length back.
I think it would just about fit. The angles are a
Yeah,
bit
I think
off.
you're right. Yeah, they
They're
are
not
slightly.
quite- they're not
they are
quite
slightly,
at,
which makes it harder.
They're not quite. It makes it hard to judge. I think it would be fine if that happened and you're stopped.
So-
But yours not stopping. He's banking.
Okay, so the downward barrel roll is easily the best to move. Okay, so is he going to take a stress off? Yes, so he was stressed.
he was
so
still
yeah, in
stressed.
that case, the downwards barrel roll.
And now he isn't.
The downwards barrel roll is by far and away the best option. So one
Yeah.
hard turn from Mega Leader.
Yep. All right, 3 hard done.
Ah, interesting.
Bringing it in. That's
That's not what I was expecting. I suppose it gets you extra distance, but
he wants to close in.
yeah,
Actually get
but
back in.
it also-
Actually get it back into the fight.
I think he's going to have to barrel roll now.
Possibly, yeah.
He doesn't want to be heading for that debris field next turn.
And I mean that's sort of the thing. The target lock here from Omega Leader isn't going to do anything because Poe will just clear it.
Yeah. If Charlie remembers.
Yes.
That is a key one.
I think possibly
I'm sure...
what it might have been is he was forgetting that Black One works on friendly ships, not just on himself.
True.
He may have been
Yes,
forgetting that.
potentially so. Yes.
Um,
We'll get them in afterwards if we get time and see what
Yeah.
happens. So, although this is going on a bit longer, so I think that shows the strength of this Poe build.
and
Ooh,
that's-
interesting! Quick draw.
Yep. Deliberately going over the debris there.
So he gets a shot now.
Yes, probably.
That's cunning. That's very
He
cunning.
rolls. He rolls. He's declaring
Palpatine.
help now to not take the damage.
Ah,
He declared-
clever.
Oh no, he declared a crit to take the damage
Oh, I see.
and get
yes.
the free shot
Not
before Poe
That is
can
interesting.
take any of his tokens.
That is very interesting indeed. Bam, 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 bam. Range 1, 4 dice. Oh, that could have gone better for him. He's got no target locks and he's stressed.
Hang on.
Oh. 1, 2. Come on, third dice. You've got an obstruction.
You are obstructed.
Ah, John is forgetting a lot of things here.
Yeah.
That dice might have saved him that shield. Yeah. So he's forgotten Finn multiple times. He's forgotten the Black One title can work on friendlies. He's forgotten his obstruction.
Obstruction. That is
Yeah.
clearly an obstructed shot,
Absolutely.
and he's going for that way.
Going upwards, which means a Mega Leader will get a shot as well.
Yes.
Not a great one, but still one.
Quick roll, will get another one.
Yes. Okay, so
And yeah, he's clearing that target lock.
one bank in.
maybe.
Because it's got to be a green.
Yeah, it does have to be a green.
Now, if that ends up on the debris field, then that's it. Game over.
No, it's not.
He's clear. Yeah.
It's not. At which point,
But
I think he's going to want to
still
boost.
going to get shot. Yeah. See,
Boost
I'd still
it.
barrel rolled down. You could have turned downwards
Yeah.
and then boosted back up to still get a shot on the shuttle without getting shot by either of those guys. Or
Yeah.
if you're at long range.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Long range he'll be fine with. He has got auto thrusters.
yes. Good point.
Um,
But you could have completely evaded Omega Leader and possibly quick draw at
Yeah.
full stop.
yeah.
Right, so
That's a long
quick draw.
range.
Okay, through debris, if he
should-
remembers.
4 dice. So that should be 4 green dice.
Yep. That's
That
that's not great. 'cause
and
it's
then he's
eyeballs.
going to.
But fire control system. And John forgot his fire control system earlier.
No, he didn't.
Oh, Black One title.
Black One
yeah,
removed it.
That's true. Yeah, good point.
Now Poe is going to take the range 1 shot. That looks like 3.
Not bad.
That isn't bad at all. That's a blank.
Yep. So another good shot and the shuttle can go down.
Yes.
Yep. But he's got to get that shot and the shuttle can now stop if it wants to.
2, 3. 2 hole left on your. And that's a long shot from
Omega
from
Leader.
Omega Leader.
But he has got that Duke.
Yes,
But Poe has a... Yeah.
and auto thrusters
Yeah,
and
he's
all kinds of
fine.
things.
Yep. Okay.
Not a problem.
So, would you stop the shuttle here? It makes it hard.
Yeah, but then
And
yeah, and Poe would flip it back up. Auto thrusters would also flip it.
Yeah, he's
that was
fine.
that was absolutely fine.
Yeah. Okay.
One hit from Omega Leader was impossible for Black One to take
How
that.
Was Quick Draw already stressed because he's double stressed now?
Huh?
Interesting. I suppose at this point you accept that he's stressed. He's not going to get to.
She is.
Use
She's
expertise
definitely
again.
stressed at this point.
Yeah. So I think.
I didn't notice her taking another strike. Oh, well.
Yeah. So there's not good options here. Because if Charlie, I think his best option is to barrel roll to Poe's right,
Yeah.
our left,
And a one bank.
one straight because he's a big base.
True. Yes.
However, by doing so, he exposes his rear
Yes.
to Quick Draw and Omega Leader coming up from
Well,
behind.
So we are now into round 2, and yeah, it's not looking amazing for Poe.
Not at all.
We think it's probably a lot of it is inexperience.
There's been a lot of missed triggers. So he's forgotten Finn. He's forgotten Ray's re-rolls of blank dice. He's forgotten the Black One title to remove target locks from friendlies, not just himself. He's also forgotten some evade dice.
Yes, the 3 hard on the SF is red. That's
yes,
a good point.
thank you. Yeah, yeah, and he's forgotten.
That's forgetting the dial.
He's forgotten debris to get extra evade dice.
It is currently
it's round 2 of the
the
tournament.
tournament.
Of the game. It is
round a lot.
Yes, round a fair number. So I think
we've
we're
been
on to.
We're just coming up to 27 minutes remaining of 75.
I think this is round 6, so turn 6, something like that of the game.
Something along those lines. It's
Yeah.
been quite yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, no, we haven't managed to get this much done in 2 turns of the game.
no. If nothing else, the shuttle couldn't get that far that fast.
No. No, not really, no.
Indeed. However, yes, it's not looking good for the.
It's
Rebels
round 2
at
of the
all.
tournament.
The only thing that's keeping them alive is Poe's sheer, toughness.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
dodginess.
No, I think Charlie will probably take out Yor
I think
at this point. Yeah, that's a stop from Yor, which makes sense.
It does, but he'll probably. Yeah. So here we go. John comes in,
Omega Leader comes charging in.
setting up to kill Poe if Poe goes for Yor.
Yeah, he takes a focus now. Yeah, the clock's not working. We have it running. It's just not showing up in the thing.
Yes.
This happens sometimes.
sure why.
apparently. Yeah.
We're on 26 minutes ish at the moment.
Yes.
Okay. We'll keep you updated.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, for some reason it's just not. It's not
And yeah, Quick Draw has given up any hope of not being stressed for the rest of the game, basically.
or possibly is trying to do the same old trick again of let's
Potentially.
take that damage and put another shot.
Does have another shot on Poe there, I think.
Yeah.
He's got one more shield.
He's called Palp. He's calling the crit. He's going for it.
Yeah, that's an interest. I've never seen Palp cause damage before, as in cause damage to himself before. But it's an interesting interaction. So, and that, I think again, it shows Jon's experience.
Yeah.
He really knows what he's doing with this kind of.
He really
list.
does, and that's
So,
a focus. He's
Focus. No, he wasn't. He wasn't calling it, was he?
oh, that was something else. Oh, and he crossed 2.
Oh, I see. Yes.
So that one did
he wants
nothing,
to roll it for the second one.
and now
That goes to a crit, so that's his last shield on Quick Draw.
yes,
But it's great because he gets to shoot.
because he's had perfect run quick draw,
Absolutely, he gets to shoot before the black one title kicks in.
and before Poe takes any tokens at all. That's very nice.
That's cunning. Yeah.
John knows what he's doing here. He knows exactly what he's
Where
doing.
did all
here.
those stress tokens come from?
Giving
Giving it to Yor because Yor can hold up to 3. Yeah.
He's just obtained more, and this might be it.
Out,
This
yeah.
might be done. Yeah, that's done. That's it. Post dead.
Oh, right.
And
Ouch.
that is game.
Shall we get them in here quickly?
Yeah, if they were
It's
if they were up
lunchtime,
for
so
it.
I won't hold on long, but yes.
Right. Okay, so we still have 24 and a half minutes left on the round, so we're going to see if we can get the players in. I'm going to just... they're just clearing up. So after this round there will be a lunch break, so the rest of this round and then probably about half hour before the next match. But we'll keep streaming through it.
Just literally through.
Yeah, and then let's see. Right.
All right, they are en route with a couple of
They're en
minutes. Charlie's just had to do something very quickly first.
Absolutely, not a problem.
So
We will switch up to the actual camera so that
yeah,
nothing
interesting
happening on the
game,
board anymore.
interesting list, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. Like we stopped seeing a lot of Palp Aces builds after the FAQ that changed the way Palp works
Yes,
a while back now. That's like 2-3 FAQs ago by this point.
I
It's
think
been a
it
little
is.
while.
It's been a fair while, yes.
But John was insistent that it's still legitimate. You can still
and I think
have
he's
it
right.
work. And
And
he's
I think he's
completely
right. And to be honest, I think it wasn't so much that the Palp itself. It was downpowered a bit, but not hugely so. I think it was that combined with advanced slam on the K-wing that really made a difference. And now that the advanced slam K-wing combo doesn't work,
so that you can't just go and drop a bomb on and say hello.
Greetings,
Hello.
come in.
Hello.
Grab a seat
Yes.
at the on the side there.
Move,
Move
try
the
and get
table if you
everyone
need
on.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, just slide in. All right. So we know it's
we'll-
lunchtime, so we won't keep you very long.
It will be soon. We'll move this over so that
Yep.
we've got. There we go.
Absolutely. So.
There we go. Excellent. So,
That's brutal.
yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to ask is, what did you two think of that game?
That was for me, that was the best quick draw flying I've ever seen.
It's probably my worst matchup because it's got a boosting barrel rolling Poe with black one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We were saying, yeah.
I'm scared of that list and was kind of
you-
hoping that he'd go the other way.
And you didn't have initiative either.
No. Which is a massive problem because I'm then having to guess where
Yeah.
a boosting barrel rolling Poe is going, which
Yeah.
is
And the
virtually
Maker Leader's
impossible.
ability is not going to go
exactly.
anywhere.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the decision right at the start was actually that I was going to go after Poe first,
Okay.
and then Ray kind of plonked herself right in the middle, and I was
Yeah.
then, well, whilst I've got range shots,
She did,
I'll just take them.
Yeah,
and
that
try and kill her,
Ray,
but-
whoever flew Ray was terrible. She was drunk.
We were looking at your use of Palp to generate shield losses. And
that's
making
what
that
every
was-
day. As soon as
that was work of genius. Well
yeah,
done.
I've done it once before, funnily enough on the stream, but I don't generally do it because I want to lose the shields as slowly as possible.
Yes.
Keep out the wire by your
Yes.
foot.
I thought the first one was
You don't want to drag
genius.
this
I
thing
thought
off.
the second one was just cruel. I was like, oh, that was a really cool thing you just did there. And it's
doing
like,
it
oh
before-
god, he's doing it again. And I can't. I've not got intensity. He's still got that, and now he's got the target lock as well.
The disadvantage of not having the initiative
and
you
then
had-
swings back to me that way because
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
then shoot with mods before he drops my target lock.
Yeah.
So I guess
And on that second one, you had 2 chances to palp it as well. So the
I did,
first one,
yeah.
you could well have rolled the natural crit and just gone, well, I've got my palp for my shot now.
yeah.
But he's
But-
further
Yeah,
away.
but he's
Yeah.
further
Yeah.
away.
Well, it kicks at the end of my move. I have to complete
Yeah.
my manoeuvre first,
Yeah.
essentially. So I would still
Yeah.
have had range 1 shots, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was going to work out either way. The only chance, if it had ever gone down to, so Poe would kill the shuttle if the game goes on,
Yeah.
and then if Quick Draw has no shields left,
He's less.
She's
yeah,
less of
it's a TIE fighter at that point.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Omega versus Poe late game, although it would be a long and lengthy game, I
It
think Poe
goes
probably
high.
wins that game.
It goes high because-
because of the fact he can get rid of my target lock.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
my
it was
plan
normally
for
the
that-
worst thing to face endgame, but Pope doesn't care.
it doesn't.
No.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Well, my plan for that very last, when you killed Poe,
I take it you were in a barrel roll behind the shuttle.
I wasn't, because I
Okay.
didn't want to. I'd planned, because I thought you'd think I was going to do that, and I thought you'd stop the shuttle.
Right. So did you
And
go
so-
quick?
I went 3 rounds,
Right,
and I was going to
okay,
boost
yeah.
round to get into the side of Quick Draw and hopefully
Right.
strip that last shield before you
Okay,
could
makes
before you
sense.
could do it. But
So, Charlie, can I ask, have you been playing X-Wing long?
I've been playing X-Wing for quite a while, but not competitively for that long.
Okay.
So it's kind of been a
Are you
kitchen
local,
table sort of
Are you
thing.
local
Yeah.
to the area?
Yeah.
Are you
Living
fairly
Wyndham.
new to Athena?
Yeah. So
Okay.
we've done a couple of tournaments. I've slowly gotten slightly better. My best
Yeah.
result's been I came top 4 in escalation, the last one.
Good for you. Yeah.
So that was
I'm on
Okay.
that one.
based on
So not to blow my own trumpet, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, but no, good for you. But I think there's a bit of a learning curve there. The reason is,
Yeah.
without meaning to insult you, there were a few missed triggers during that game.
Oh, were there?
You missed adding an extra dice for Finn a few times. Worth noting, Finn
Oh, on the
worked
defence.
Yeah.
on defence.
Yeah.
You're remembering
I
an
think-
attack. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think.
There was an attack where I almost forgot, and then
You were good at remembering
yeah,
attacks.
it's only
And-
the third
But-
time I've flown that list
Yeah,
as
right.
well.
You
So
also think there were a couple of times you could have used Black One to remove target locks from Ray
Black one works on
because she
friendly
works on
Friendly ships as
friendship
well,
with
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Right.
yeah. No, I
And
thought I'd try that list out
yeah.
because obviously
But-
because Chris won the last tournament with it,
Yes.
and took apart my Imperial list with it. So I thought I'll give that a go.
It's
Yeah.
a
Um,
really good list.
yeah.
It's
It's
a
very
good list,
strong
but
list,
it has a
yeah.
lot of out of turn triggers.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of
you got
senses
there's a lot of stuff
you've
to
got
remember.
Both
for sure.
of it's both of the ships as well have a lot of things going on each of
Yeah.
them. To
Yes.
Well, it's funny. My
keep
last
track
game,
of.
I played Chris, and
How did
he's
that go?
I won
Yeah.
with some help from Chris. He was a fantastic. It was a really nice.
Chris is a great guy. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
excellent
Yeah.
sportsmanship as well.
And he
So-
just said it's a great list, but you just got to fly it a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's that's why I thought I'd give it a go.
Absolutely. So yeah, don't forget Finn Ray combos
Yeah.
on defence. Black
Yeah.
one can remove
Yeah.
from friendly.
I think with the
Yeah.
defence thing is because I normally would fly a list like John's, so I
Yes.
fly a lot of first order ships.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'm
Sure,
used to
sure.
quick draw expertise, which obviously only works on attack. So I
Yes.
kind of
Yeah.
I'm thinking about changing
And your
things with attack, but not so
Ray's
much with
expertise only
defence.
changed on attack.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's a
But,
tricky one to
yeah,
remember.
but
for sure.
Finn
Yeah.
is Finn keeps you up.
Yeah, all
and
round.
with an extra blank, Ray can actually start tanking stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's why I like coming in and playing here though, because you do learn stuff and you
Yes.
pick up other things.
Every
so,
game,
yeah.
win or lose, it's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
a learn. That's for sure.
Absolutely,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
It's
But I'm
often-
definitely going to try quick draw on Palpatine now, because that is
That's,
just a little,
It's cheeky,
how's
but-
that kind
How-
of thing?
yeah.
Yes.
Help
Yeah.
quick draw,
Yeah.
take some
And I much
take some
prefer
debris.
that quick draw to the rage baffle thing. I much prefer.
That was the most popular start.
Yeah, it was.
I think.
Early
Yeah.
on, but
That-
you don't. That's not really
That
what you
quick draw
see
with
anymore.
expertise and sensor cluster is really tanky as well.
Yeah.
You can
And you've got the option
and
of-
you can choose
yeah.
whether to take the shield or not. So
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
when you as soon as you set a focus token, the idea is then whether I roll focus or blank, I'm still then my other two dice are okay, so I will not do anything at all and take a shield, or I'll spend it and avoid the attack. So it's super tanky. It's just,
Yeah,
great.
yeah. You can control the shield loss. So
Right.
you
Yeah.
like what you actually managed here. You want to be using one a turn.
Yes. Yeah.
While
yeah,
you've got
that's
shots,
ideal. Yeah.
it's-
yeah.
And
Well, you can
manage-
you
maximise the
control
ability.
you
got
can
that.
control the shield loss
Yeah.
and still have your expertise because you haven't
Yeah.
had to use rage. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're in that is.
Yeah.
I suppose that's you're sacrificing your bid, presumably, at that
yes.
point for it. But
So it's the sensor cluster or your is the choice
Yeah.
there basically for bids or not.
Yeah.
So I could drop to an Omicron. The problem is that the 3 sloop and the 2 sloop from those 2 ties
Yeah.
being essentially white
Yes.
with your being around, which is why I fly everything quite close together,
it's
makes a
very
huge
nice.
difference. You
Yeah.
can be so unpredictable because
Yeah.
you can suddenly just flip it
Turn
around
around,
and
yeah.
away you go. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes
Yeah.
sense. But we've seen you on stream before. You're an expert player with Palpatine, and when I faced you with that and lost badly as a result of it. So
What that was? That last
when
Hangar Bay
I
or
was
something?
flying the striker and the double defenders. So it was the last.
Standard before the last.
Hangar Bay,
Maybe I can't
Something
remember.
like
I do
that.
remember
Yeah,
that game. Yeah.
yeah.
That 2 Delta Ion or 2 Delta Tractor
Tractor
Beam.
beam. Yeah,
Right, yeah, I do remember that.
Yes,
Yes.
glaive defenders with Predator.
Right.
Yes. But yeah, so it's and you've obviously got a lot of experience with this one. What's going to be your worst matchup here today, from what you've seen so far?
I don't like the high PS Alpha Strike.
High
So
PS
the
Alpha
PS
Strike.
10 and 11
So
high
if it's
PS. So
Robin's
list in
yes.
particular is
and
not,
Robin
not
also
pleasant.
very experienced player.
He is. That game becomes about range control.
Yeah.
I almost have to gift him a ship to shoot at to get rid of the missiles.
Yeah.
So if the hard choice then is what's my best late game ship.
Yeah.
So in theory, I gift him quick draw
Yeah.
because I'll lose shields and at least get a shot before I die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Quick draw is
then
marked to die.
and then
usually.
once those missiles are gone,
Yeah.
it's then Omega and Palp versus some aces, which is again really hard work but
Yeah.
winnable.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because they have no way to ditch her lock. So she's
Yeah.
as long as she's not getting shot by more than 2 ships, which
She's great.
yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah.
It definitely my worst matchup though, 100%.
makes sense.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Charlie, what's your nightmare matchup?
Anybody that's been playing X-Wing for longer than 5 minutes more than me, which is everyone here. I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna try my other list out next, just
Yeah.
because the other one I've got.
That's
Shirinu and Quick Draw.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I ask why you didn't choose to do that against me? Because does that list have a
Because
beard?
Omega Leader frightened me.
Okay. Does it have a beard?
It doesn't.
It
No.
doesn't. Oh, okay.
No.
Fair enough. That
Yeah.
kind of makes sense why you might. not.
Yeah,
It's got Kylo Ren,
yeah.
which is interesting.
Well, my idea with that is with Shirano being 10 and with Hotshot co-pilot and Gunner sort of almost hoping to miss the first time, strip someone's focus token, then stripping someone else's focus token, so then Quick Draw's got a choice of hopefully putting through
You got
plenty of
flexibility.
damage.
Legit.
That's the idea of it.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
and that's something this I'd probably be slightly more comfortable with. But anything with harpoon missiles is just going to take apart my decimator. So
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, those are going to hurt. So we saw some harpoon missiles earlier on today.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
I think they are the new hotness.
I think
it's the splash as well that's fearful, but actually not to be feared. It's just it's a 4-shot missile that doesn't spend your target lock,
Yes.
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because have we had that yet?
The next time we've
Cruise
seen
if you do it right.
Yes.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Oh, and homing.
Homing.
Yeah, homing didn't.
But they're more
yeah.
expensive.
They are, yeah. It makes me wonder actually whether the pointing there, because will you ever see homing and assault missiles ever again? Now there's harpoon and cruise choices.
Assault you'll bring to escalation because they're great in escalation.
Right, when there's a lot of ships on the
I
table.
won the last escalation.
Oh,
My,
and
But is it better now that your harpoons have got splash?
Oh, they do have splash. That's a good
So
point.
yeah.
But my last escalation, I won because I had 1 assault missile at 120 and 2 assault missiles at 150, going up against Chris Neal's 5 T65s.
Right.
5 bigs.
Yeah.
It was not
But
pretty.
would you have taken harpoons if they'd been
The
available at the
assault
time?
missile guarantees it. The harpoon requires a crit to go through.
It does. That's
Yeah,
very true. Actually, yeah.
I think
Or destroying the ship.
they did actually
Yes,
work for
but,
me
yeah.
very well. Yeah, they did actually work for me very well. But I think it'd be 50. It depends on the situation. Yeah, I need to test out harpoon missile myself. I haven't got any yet, so I'd need to try them out before I see what happens.
I think we're going to see them used a lot though.
A lot.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yes. So John, have you played with your other list at all today?
Not yet, no. So that's 2 games done just
Yeah.
with Palp. My other list is a bit strange.
Yes.
Your other list just looked terrifying.
We were hoping to
your
see it.
other list actually looks really interesting. So
Yeah.
we've got a Fearlessness Advanced Proton Torpedoes Fire Control System Guri.
So that's range 1/6 dice.
correct.
Bang,
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I've done the advanced proton torpedo before, and it can be very good.
On Wednesday night, actually, I won a game
Yeah.
with it, and the god shot at the end was the winning shot of the game. It was the 6 dice.
That's how you want to finish.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got Torquil Mux with iron cannon turret, iron discharges, and pulse ray shields, and a forlorn, which sounds
So
fascinating.
Ion himself will pass the Ion off to you. Well, I'll remove the Ion. Do you want to take it? I've already Ioned you.
Pretty much.
There's Ion everywhere.
It's definitely fun. It's of the two. I mean, I've been playing the other lists 6 months easily now.
Yeah.
It was my list for UKTC and Store Champs this season, so I know that list inside out.
Yeah.
I think if I get to game 4 and having won 3 games with the other, I probably might give that a go, just because it's going to throw a curveball.
Yeah.
People don't know how to play against it.
Yeah.
Obviously, making people PS0. Ion
Last one is a bump
Iron
master.
Projector and
Yeah.
Rigged Cargo Ship Bumpmaster. So it's
A lot of Iron Gateway.
Yeah, I mean it's only PS3 and PS5, but actually the PS0 from Torquil does make a big difference because if something like Fen rushes in,
You can just go, well, your point's got 0 now and
I'll
dead.
shoot you with all my
That's
ships
interesting.
potentially.
I've never seen
So
Torquil
yeah.
Mux on the field.
Okay.
So I'd like to see it at some point, but of course we can't guarantee it with a
No,
handheld format.
yeah, we'll see. But yeah, maybe game 4 if it's going well.
Yes.
I think is how I'll play that. So.
Absolutely.
Well,
And Charlie, so you said you're fairly new to events and so on. That you've been playing a while. Are you enjoying it? And are you?
Oh
learning?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And sort of every game you learn something, don't you?
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. Yes.
and you get to see what people are bringing to the table, and get to see sort of just seeing things you've never seen before, which is why I was frightened of your second list.
I think there is a
Don't even know,
with
can't even
iron
pronounce that
discharges,
word.
People
So.
are like, what does that even do?
You've got a lot of new stuff in
There
there.
is, yeah.
It's,
I mean,
it's
I
when
wanna
someone
play
comes to
with
the
some of that
table and
P4
it's
stuff,
like, right, cool, so I'm doing that, and then because of that I get to do this, and you're like, yeah, right. That sounds right. You seem to know what you're doing, so yeah.
Don't worry. Going into the competitive after playing casually can feel a little bit like being sort of pushed into the chickens being pushed into the pike pot. Don't worry, you'll become one of the pikes very quickly.
I kind of liken it to like playing tennis against a wall. Generally, you always win that game of tennis.
Yes.
However, when you then suddenly go and there's John McEnroe facing you, it's suddenly a whole different ballgame. So, yeah.
But you've got a win under your belt.
So I was pleased I won the first one, so I'm just gonna have fun with the rest of the day, to be honest.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's the attitude.
Yeah.
I'm quite worried because I've done it the other way around. I won my very first tournament.
Your first one?
My very first one I won, so it's only ever been downhill since.
No, the first one. I turned up with was with the guy I play with at home, and he came last, and I came second to last. So that was something. But at least starting from the bottom, working up. But,
that's the right attitude to have.
Yeah.
Yes, you will lose your first few games. Don't worry, you'll get better. And it's a great learning experience.
For sure.
Huge amounts of stuff to get.
Yeah, classic way to get better. Play more games, basically.
Yeah.
Against different people.
Yeah, and to be honest, just with the way sort of the communities around the game here, it's
there's always someone to play.
There's always someone to play, and people are more than willing to sort of help
Chris
you get
in
there.
the first game. It's a learning experience.
Yeah, well, it was Tim that gave us gave me my first game.
Excellent.
That must have been about a year ago now. First game in store. Sort of had the box set for a while. Had a couple of expansions, but sort of got interested in coming and playing different people. So
Good for you.
got Tim to thank for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are some very good teachers around as well. People who will help you regardless.
Yeah.
And so the sportsmanship is often great as well. So Chris, in your first
Chris
game,
in the
helping
first game
you out.
saying, you haven't actually taken your action there because obviously with that build you do so many things that you think actually taking your actual action. Sometimes you can forget. So he goes, actually you haven't taken action there because if you did that you'd end up there. So the sportsmanship was really good.
Yeah.
No, good to know. Okay. So in which case, good luck with your next games, guys.
Very much.
Thank you very much
best
for coming through, and hope things go well for you.
Yeah, great stuff.
Are you on 2 wins now?
I am indeed.
2 wins now. Okay, so that might put you in first
Very good.
place.
We shall see.
Maybe.
Yeah,
We
we've had
shall see.
fairly small events.
Someone
We've
up
only got 9 players, so I think the Hangar Bay needs a bit more thought and a bit more preparation and planning than some of the others, which might put people off a bit.
I have to build 2 lists.
Yes.
You do have to do
So-
that.
It's
Yeah, I
quite short
find it
notice
hard
as
enough.
well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
to have all that extra forethought.
Yeah, I think the
sort of
tournaments have come very
weekends,
close together. The end of
They
the season's
have.
been really packed.
We
so
had one 2
well,
weeks ago.
yeah, January
I think
to
it's,
summer I was kind of maybe
yeah.
one a month.
I think
but
a
it
lot-
seems like now it's been
I think there's been other events that have pushed them out a little
I mean,
bit.
there are 1 a month here, but I think Athena had some other events going on earlier in October, so kind of sped space until later, and that's sort of brought the events very close together.
Yes, but there should be one in December as well, is my understanding. Cool. I don't know whether we've got a date yet.
No, I don't think we have a date
and
yet.
It's only Wednesday.
Yeah.
Potentially should be escalation.
There should be an escalation tournament.
Escalation.
Yes.
Escalation.
Happy days.
Okay. So
Excellent. I do like escalation as a format.
You can leave your.
I like that one as well. It's the one I've done best in.
Yes. No, mix things up. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Right. Thank you very much. In that case, go and grab yourself some lunch. You need.
Cheers to the game, buddy.
No, that was an absolute pleasure. No.
Excellent. So.
Right.
John and Chris, ladies and gentlemen.
Charlie.
I'm sorry, John, Charlie. Sorry, it begins with C. Sorry. All right. So.
Okay. So that was. That's game 2 done.
Yes, and we've still got 5 minutes on the clock there, haven't we?
So we do. Not
So-
quite done. Right.
Indeed. So, I think the first game we've had today, that was actually a very good game.
It's a good first match. Very excellent first match.
Yep, some good flying. And then secondly, a few mistakes from Charlie, but also some masterful flying from John there. And especially that stripping the shields one at a time by going over the debris fields with Palpatine.
That use of Palp with quick draw was absolutely stunning.
Absolutely, yeah.
Fantastic play.
Yeah, because it guaranteed that 3 shields got him 3 shots.
Got 3
which
shots.
is the key
Yep.
thing there.
Yep,
Yeah. Very, very expert flying there.
Yes. Well, we'll have to see what we get next time. We're hoping to see some X-Wings.
Yes. So of the people...
T65 X-Wings.
Yeah. Of the people that we have not seen on the stream yet, we
Yes.
have Robin, Jumpmaster, Double TLT, Skirg, and the second list is Vader, Quick Draw, and a TIE Bomber. So that could be interesting. I don't think the TLTs would be that interesting.
So I'm fairly certain that says it. If we can just show, this is what we were attempting to decipher.
That's my handwriting, which is awful. Okay, we have Luke with Wedge, Kraken, and Nora. Now that could be interesting to see.
Yes.
And then we've got a Fett Chirinu
as the alternative.
Yeah,
which Imperial Boba Fett we don't really see very often.
We don't know.
That he can change the direction his bank is going in.
Yeah, let's see if we can find Luke's full list, shall we?
Yes.
Luke, here we go. So we've got Wedge Antilles with Proton Torpedoes, Swarm Tactics, and Guidance Chips. Interesting, no integrated astromech. No astromech at all, actually.
No astromech at all on a Wedge. Probably possibly can't afford it, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, he has the guidance chips because he wants his
98 points. So
it is 98 points. So he could afford it, but what he wants is what he wants is the shot for the proton torpedoes.
Yes.
What he's trying to do here is have some heavy
This
missiles.
is an Alpha Strike.
It's an Alpha Strike with an X-Wing.
Because the second one is Aaron Kraken. After he performs an attack, choose another friendship at range 1 that can perform free action.
Yes.
So the idea is to use, and that's with concussion missiles and guidance chips. The idea is to use Wedge and Kraken as the missile and torpedo performers. Hit with an Alpha Strike, and then Nora Wexley does her stuff. She's got R2D2 Push the Limit and Tail Gunner, and Vector Thrusters as her mod. So a fairly classic Nora Wexley build there.
Yes,
and she's very hard to take down with R2D2.
R2, you have to,
and lots of actions.
With R2D2 on Nora, you have to wipe her out in one go, or she'll just leave, keep shooting you out the back, and then come back round with all her shields back.
Absolutely,
and especially as her ability basically gives her a 4 dice attack out the front.
Yes, it's indeed. Beautiful. And then second list, who's got a name, Rascalus Fett. You want to go through this one?
Okay. Well, so we have the Imperial Boba Fett, who you don't really see very often. Who can, when he reveals a bank maneuver, he can switch the direction of his bank, go the other way instead if he likes. Same speed, he has to keep the same speed. He has all of them, 1s, 2s, 3s. He is equipped with Veteran Instincts, putting him to pilot skill 10. A Flechette Cannon, so he's trucking out stress. That's interesting. He also has Agent Callus, who, at the start of the game, you'll pick one of your enemy's ships, and from then on, you can change one focus to a
Is it a defence or an offence?
I think he can.
Does it work both ways?
I think it works both ways.
Yeah.
Yes,
a hit or an evade.
A hit on evade. Pick an enemy ship, and you're good against that one.
Absolutely.
So that's quite a nice bit of card.
Yeah.
His other thing is Rear Admiral Chirano in the Decimator, who can, at range 1 to 2, turn one of his focus results into a crit. He also has VI, going up to pilot skill 10.
So 2 pilot skill 10s, that's interesting.
A tactician, so if he's attacking at range 2 in arc, he applies a stress.
Absolutely.
So a certain reasonable amount of stress control in here.
Yep.
He also has a rebel captive.
Even more stress.
So that the first thing to shoot at him every turn takes a stress. And an engine upgrade so he can boost.
Yes. So there's 3 methods of dealing out stress there.
Yes.
So this is very much the stress control list.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Usually I'm not that interested in the turrets, but that's actually, with the tactician, that's actually a little
One
bit different.
target range 2, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be opposed to having this turn
I
up.
think Luke would be a good one for us to see on the stream. So
Yes.
Yep.
The other people flying X-wings, we have Chris, who does like his X-wings. He's got Luke Wedge Bigs. He has the Trench Run, new Bigs.
Yep. And
New
then an
Bigs.
Imperial list with Quick Draw, Vessery, and Omega Leader.
Omega Leader, so an Aces, an Imperial Aces, good and fairly traditional.
Yep.
After which we have the other person with the other one we were looking at that we were interested in was Terry,
Yep.
who has Poe, Tycho,
And a Gold Squadron.
and a
Y-Wing.
Gold Squadron Y-Wing. The Gold Squadron Y-Wing has a TLT, but on a BTLA4.
Now that's nice. I like that. Yeah. Be up for giving that a go.
On the other hand, he also has Sunte Fel and Tai Swan.
Howlrunner
and 3 black squadrons.
Crack shot.
Crack shot across all 4 of those.
Yep.
Which will be a pain to keep track of.
Yes.
But could be fun to watch.
Luckily, they do die quite fast.
They do. They'll just
Okay.
They are TIE fighters.
So I think Terry's a good one. I think Chris is
Definitely.
a good one.
Absolutely.
I think Luke is a good one.
Yeah. Those are high on the list of things to bring out.
Absolutely. Yes.
See who they come up against.
Yeah. So lots
If
of
we
different
can get
choices.
against each
If
other,
you
that'd
have
be
any
fun.
preferences or any opinions on what you'd like to see, we've already had 1 or 2 people saying they'd like to see the T65 X-Wings, and I think we'll do our best to get them on stream. No guarantees again, because it's that Hangar Bay. We can't guarantee
Yes.
that people will actually choose those ones.
Of course.
Absolutely. But we'll see what happens. Okay.
It's one of the reasons I'd really quite like to put Terry on, because both of those lists are very interesting.
Indeed, yes. So we have seen some Harpoon missiles here today. I think there's some other people with Harpoon missiles here as well. And the Harpoons here didn't really do that much. They were more sort of cheap missiles than they were actual really in it for the harpooning, weren't they?
The local meta never had a very strong showing of, say, Fairship Rebels, and Swarms haven't been about for a while, ignoring Terry's.
Yeah, and the other thing about Hangar Bay is if people see Harpoon missiles, they'll probably go for the lower ship number list.
Yes.
So
they can deal with them quite nicely.
That makes a bit of a difference here.
Maybe.
So yeah, absolutely. The other thing is, there's no reason we can't have people back on the field, because there's still a 50-50 chance they'll choose their other list.
That's true.
Especially,
That's
I think
entirely true.
often it gets to the end of later in the day, and people have flown their first list 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, they start to be interested in switching up.
Precisely, yeah. So lots of different options. I said only 9 players, which is lower than usual. Our last event we had 20.
That's about average.
Yep.
For an Athena event.
But I think as we were saying here with Charlie, it's been fairly short notice.
It's been 2 weeks since the last tournament.
2 weeks from the last tournament, and we didn't.
So
it's only about 3 weeks since the notice were given for this one, isn't it?
Yeah. So
Never mind. Okay.
Which is entirely reasonable. People
yeah.
not turning up.
I think our timer's probably counted down now, hasn't
probably.
it?
Let's have a look. Yes.
Time. Fantastic. Okay, so the players will be going for lunch as we speak.
Yes.
We might have someone coming through to help do things as we swap out for our lunch. So Max, do you want to head through, see whether you can find David and find out what's happening with him?
Right.
He might have finished early anyway.
He might have done.
Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to go through some more of these lists in a little bit more detail and see what else we've got. So let's have a look at Chris Neal, because he has those T65 X-Wings. So his actual X-Wing list is Luke Skywalker. Can't remember the last time I saw Luke on the field. No, I can. It was the last escalation, but we don't see him very often. Luke has expertise, and what that means is effectively he can change focuses on offence and defence as long as he's not stressed. R2-D2, so his droid, makes sense. A seismic torpedo, which is interesting, so he can action to blow up a rock or a debris field. And of course, integrated astromech. It's rare you see an X-Wing without integrated astromech these days. Okay. Then we have Wedge Antilles, expertise as well. R5P9, which is interesting. So let's call up R5P9 on here. R5P9. There we go. So R5P9, at the end of the combat phase, you can spend one of your focus tokens to recover one shield up to shield value. So I think the thinking is that expertise will mean he doesn't have to use his focus token for offense, so he can use it for defense or that regen. And again, integrated astromech. And then of course, Biggs, post-nerf Biggs. R4D6, which is classic cancel hits android, and integrated astromech, so cheap Biggs. Okay. And Chris's other list is probably a bit more mainstream, quick draw, Vessery, Omega Leader. Okay. Hello. So just going through some more of the lists here. Mm-hmm. All right.
So, shall I go?
Yes. You know what I want. So yes. Putting in our food orders. David, come and grab a seat.
Just bear in mind I am feeling a little bit groggy, so bear with me on that.
Understood.
My math is not myself. I'll explain exactly why in a minute.
No worries. Max, in my coat there, in my front pocket, on the left-hand side, there is a wallet. So grab the money from there for the chips.
All right.
Yeah, pull it. It's in one of the front pockets, flat pocket. So you should be able to. Yeah. So you hold it up, then you should be able to find it. On the left hand, a breast pocket on the left hand side.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay, David, how are you doing?
Currently 1-0. So
one win, one loss.
No. 0-2.
0-0. Okay, so
my
2-0.
My green dice against Chris were just.
Is that Chris
dial?
What did he fly?
The Imperial.
Okay, so he's got his Imperials out because he loves his X-wings.
Yeah,
I was. And what were you flying there?
My Rebel list.
Rebel list. Okay.
Corrin just got blatted. Poe just wasn't being anywhere near defensive. His green dice were a bit poor.
Yep.
And then Rex on 1 health was like, just call it. I'm not going to get through anything.
Oh, bad luck.
We had an interesting situation though, where because he borrowed the defender dial from Terry.
Yes.
And it had the wrong backplate.
Oh.
So it had I think Elliot thinks it was the bomber dial on the back of a defender faceplate.
Oh, they both
so
come
locked in a 5k turn. The
yeah.
defender does not have a 5k turn.
They both, they both come in the Imperial Veterans pack, and someone's put them together wrongly.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Did he manage to find a spare defender dial?
They managed to sort it all out in the end, but it was just like the whole thing of now what do I do from here? Because I know there was the FAQ where it said about if there's a wrong manoeuvre and it can't be resolved, it's a 2 white straight.
Yes.
But I know there was was it the old FAQ where you could lock in a different manoeuvre
Your
off the dial?
opponent could do it. Yeah. So that was
so
the previous
I could know if that was the old one or the new one, but I was just like.
Yeah.
2 straight isn't bad because the defender is going straight into Poe.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have the it was just like if it was the old rule, I could have done a 3-hard and put him off the edge of the ball. But that's not my style.
Yeah, absolutely. No, 2 straight now is the way that works. So yeah.
But yeah, no, my defense dice were shocking.
Sometimes the dice just do that. Unfortunately,
yeah,
it's not something you have any control over.
But saying about my maths was a bit all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need to go after the YV.
Mm-hmm.
If I'd have gone after the pirate and then not got involved and Vessery had lived, I'd have won by 3 points.
Yep, absolutely.
Because I had a 2-point bid and Vessery's worth 35.
Yep.
So it meant that I'd had 63 on the board and I'd taken out 66.
Yeah.
Or 63 off the board, and then there had been 66 removed.
Once the glaive went down.
Yes. Yeah.
So we were watching that one, and it was kind of 50-50 in the balance. But so I think the approach of both of you was a bit tricky. So, for example, your Vessery was out of position, but so was one of Michael's Skirgs.
Yeah.
The difference was he managed to bring it in
Back
just
in
in
quick
time
enough.
to kill Omega Leader, and that
was the crucial
shot.
thing there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I was sort of. It was one of those things. Like I said, my head is a bit cloudy, and it's just like
Are you suffering from the man flu?
I don't know. I've had it since Wednesday.
Okay.
So it's out with the throat. And it's got worse and worse and worse as the week's gone on.
I think there's stuff going around. I had a viral throat infection last week, so I'm now luckily recovered. So
I think I'm just over that peak where I'm going to be better by tomorrow.
Yep.
But
makes sense.
that was literally when I did that 4K turn and then put it into my calculator and went, oh, you idiot. I could have just gone after that that pirate and been out of the way of the...
Yes.
Yeah. But it was nice, though, with the Omega Leader to get two hits on his attack dice, which was like, that filled me with a little bit of confidence, but the defence didn't obviously go very well.
Yes, and I mean, you managed to... I think you
killed one of the pirates.
You killed one of the pirates, and did you get half points?
Not quite, I think there was
one shield left. Yeah, we were also wondering whether you'd go after the YV666 and get the points there.
It was something I thought of. I could go after the two, because I didn't quite do the maths in the right place, and I forgot that I had a 2-point bid.
Yes.
And then after I realised I had the 2-point bid, it's just like I could have just got away with this and just engaging that.
Yeah.
That pirate just doing like a bank one turn, causing a bump, 4K, and then start to attack it again. But
so from what you've seen here, what do you not want to face?
To be honest, Wojtek.
Because
he's playing Denga Ketsu. Denga Sarge, and Asajj just messes stuff up.
She does. That stress being put on can be really nasty. Plus, she can take it off for damage limitation whatsoever. So she's really and she's tough.
One of the lists that I'd love to play is I think Terry's Imperials, because
so we've got Fell, Howl, and 3 blacks. You don't see TIE Swarms that much these days, but Terry's been persevering. So
I think he's been lucky as well. He went against Harpoons with Michael.
Yeah.
Obviously that would have just wrecked house. Mm-hmm. But I think that proved the point. Is the reason why we took some time after that shot was because of, does the condition card apply or not?
Yes.
And Mr. Turner ruled as it did, but then on further review, it shouldn't. Because it's been removed at the point it's taken the damage and nothing left for it to resolve.
Yes,
it was one of those things. You can see me thinking, which way does this...
We were looking at that and thinking, we thought it was, but they came through and said that the timing chart thing. It didn't make a difference.
No, it didn't. It wasn't like it was giving me half points or a kill on the YV.
It helped you, if anything, the way it was actually ruled that way.
At least I got... at that point in the game where the only damage actually came through Omega Leader, through his death and the attack on the pirate. But
yes. Mm-hmm. So how you find? Because I know usually you tend to fly a lot of ghosts. You tend to fly a lot of TLTs. You tend to fly a lot of Lebos and so on.
Yeah.
How are you finding flying the Rebels and then the Imperials without any turrets?
Well, the reason why I'm flying this is because I want to make a point that I am capable of flying other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing Kanan Lebo in variations for a year now.
Yep.
And it's just like, well, I bought myself some defenders. I haven't used them properly yet.
Yep.
I want to give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
And also, there was a point of I wanted to fly something that was inspired by my team at the UK Team Champs.
Mm-hmm.
So Toby went with Vader, Omega Leader, and Quick Draw.
Yep.
So that's why I put Omega Leader in there. And Elliot took Corrin, Cassie, and Biggs.
Mm-hmm.
So I originally put Cassie in there. I was like, I'm not too convinced on Cassie. I was like,
I think the U-Wing is a bit of a dud on release. It's a pity. I like it.
I like it as well.
I like how it flies. It's just not very good.
No.
Sadly.
It might be better now with AP5.
Yes.
AP5 taking the stress to remove a stress from a ship before he coordinates.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you could have Cassian pulling a naught stop, removing or naught stop K-turn, be behind something, but AP5 will give that ability first, so you could then go, I move, I get my focus, and I know I'm doing I could even then stop here, I still have my focus and potentially target like through fire control. But yeah, that's the reasoning behind why I'm flying what I'm flying.
Good for you. Get outside your comfort zone. How are you finding it?
I think, I think I've just had 2 bad games.
Yeah.
I haven't hit an asteroid unless it's been forced.
Okay, yeah, fair.
I haven't hit an asteroid. I've caused a few. There's been a few bumps that's happened, but that happens anyway.
Mm-hmm, yep.
And you saw like at the end how sort of quick my mind was going. I want to do this maneuver, and one thing I always try to do is I always try and fly on instinct. Mm-hmm. And if it feels right, I'll do it.
Yes.
But then when I start to slow up, it's just like now I've got 3 things in my head. Like when we had that turn where I was sort of pointing where the YV was going.
Yes.
Michael was saying, "Which way do you think I was going?"
Yeah.
I said, "Well, I was trying to play the odds here of knowing the way you'd fly it. I thought, you got 66% of the dial that's going away, and only 33% that's going towards where I'm going."
Mm.
The stop was also an option, so that was something to consider as well. Just like
problem is, people will often your opponent knows those odds as well, and sometimes they'll guess based on that. Yeah, exactly.
But it's just like
I got a question for you. Did you ever think of not doing a 3+ speed manoeuvre on your X7s?
At times, yes, but it's just because of the ion cannons, and I really needed that defense, the evade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Having the evade focus is quite solid.
Yes.
And
it is.
Especially had a buddy, then potentially Tiger Lock focus evade.
Yeah.
But
so sometimes you can also be unpredictable by not doing the 3 manoeuvre. So it
works both ways. But
it is. Yeah.
It's just like I knew if I got in close engagement with the pirates.
Yep.
They had a 360 range band 1-2 attack.
Yes.
So I needed to be careful with what I was doing there.
Very much so. That's how it is flying against turrets when you don't have them.
Yeah. And it was just like that YV. I think Michael played that absolutely brilliantly.
He did, yes. The YV can be really outmanoeuvred if you get behind it.
Yes.
And he never gave you an opportunity to really get behind it, did he? 180-degree arc helps, but even so, that's still half of the field that it can't see.
Yeah. To be honest, as a somebody who's not played the YV, my favourite one actually is not Bosk. Mm-hmm. It's actually Lats. Mm-hmm. Because I built a list with... I benchmarked it with Lats and Tail Gunner Cath.
Okay, yeah.
So potentially you shoot out the rear with 1 less dice,
or
with 1 less defence dice.
Yeah.
Then you spend a Tiger Lock on Lats to make it 2 less defence dice. Hey, Fen, how are you going to deal with range band 1 with 2 less defence dice?
Yeah. Yeah.
You've not got auto thrusters, you've got 2 less defence dice, you've got a 5 dice attack coming your way.
Yeah.
How are you going to cope with it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's just like...
so, yeah.
But, I have thought of, like... Bosk and Ketsu, and Bosk with Jabba the Hutt and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've also thought about the ion discharges that came in the Guns for Hire.
Yes, so let's bring them up because they're still quite a new card. People are still getting used to exactly how those work.
So the theory is I put ion discharge and fall on Ketsu.
Yep.
So with Boba Fett, illicits get a second crack at it.
Yeah.
So with ion discharges, after you receive an ion token, so in this case from Forlom, you may choose an enemy at range band 1, potentially the same target you're attacking against. Mm-hmm. If you do remove that ion, so you don't take the effect of that ion.
Yep.
And if they do decide to take it, you go, well, I've got Boba Fett's illicit token, which because the next bit then says you
get it back again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you mean you mean Jabba?
Jabba, sorry, yeah. Jabba then means you then have at least a second crack at it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if they do, they're then ion, so you've got the opportunity to do stuff next turn. Yeah, absolutely. So the ion comes in the Guns for Hire expansion pack.
I haven't got one yet, but I do love my Star Vipers. I was sad to see the nerf on a Tiny Mind Link because I was going to run my Tiny Aces again, which was Guri, Fern and Talonbane, but now it's only to 2 ships.
Only 2 ships, yes.
It's kind of a bit like, yeah. I also built a list with 3 Star Vipers where it was the Black Sun Assassin, Guri, and Thalen Oberos. I quite like his ability though. It just opens up the dial so much.
Yeah, so you can
talon roll off any single bank or hard manoeuvre.
Yeah, absolutely. That's got possibilities, I think. Lots of things you can do with that. So,
But I played Wojtek on Wednesday actually, and he had Talonbane, Victor Hell, and Captain Justero.
Yes.
All with harpoons.
Mm-hmm.
God, that was... So Corrin lost his shields.
Yep.
So he had 2 hit points left.
Mm-hmm.
4 dice from the harpoons. 3 crits.
Yep.
Guidance ship the 4th. I was dead before I rolled any dice.
Ouch. That's not pleasant. That's not nice.
And it was just like, oh. And then I had a shot with Rex. I was like, yeah, but this is a range band 3 shot against Victor Hell with a stealth device.
Yeah.
So that's 4 dice. I'm getting stressed. No, I'm not going to do anything with that. And then Captain Rex died the next turn.
Yeah, absolutely. So, having played both of your lists today in one game each, which one do you prefer? Which one is more fun to fly?
Ironically, the one that I find better is the Imperials. And you know how very little I play the Imperials.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've always loved the Defender.
Yep.
I loved it before the X7 stuff came in. It's just like, but it's 30 odd points.
It is, but it's now cheaper.
It's now
and
cheaper.
Free evade token.
Like effectively, Vessery is still 35 points.
Yes.
Because I've paid 1 point for the Ion, 1 point for the VI.
Yeah.
So I'm paying 35 points for him.
Absolutely. Yeah. So okay, it was a bit controversial when it came out, but do you agree that the X7 title should be it's an action to evade rather than
yes. Because you take that scenario that happened in our game.
Yeah.
The one where I locked in the 5 straight and bumped.
Yes.
Imagine having that evade token sitting there against defence. That could have made all the difference.
It makes you vulnerable to counterplay. Someone outmanoeuvres you, then you can't be guaranteed that.
But that's why I moved Vessery first, because I thought, I need my evade, I need my focus.
Yes.
And I already have a target lock there because I think the glaive... No, Vessery had already done it anyway because it was on the... Yeah. So it's like, I need everything for him.
Yeah. So, you know me, I also like TIE Defenders, but I like them running a very different way.
TIE D.
/D title, yeah.
Well, one thing
have you used that at all yet?
I haven't, but Toby came up with a most interesting thought. Mm-hmm. Playing the X7 one, but with Duke for Vessery. So Vessery shoots, has the evade token potentially left.
Yes.
And Duke's one of those attacks down and makes you have to spend that focus.
Yeah, I could see that.
The moment I heard that, I was like, 4 dice, range band 1, Tiger Lock, focus.
Spends, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Duke is a very good card, very solid card.
Yeah, Duke and Omega Leader is sort of more of a staple.
We've already seen an Omega Leader here today. It's a classic staple build, isn't it? But not too badly. Hello!
About 5 minutes before obviously even round starts.
Okay, yep.
So obviously...
Can I ask a question?
Down what you can. Yeah.
Can I have a question? Have you done the pairings yet?
This is the pairing.
Do I have to buy?
Yes.
Thought so.
Oh, never mind.
I'll be honest on that one.
If you want, I'm more than happy to join you.
That would be helpful. It means we can also do some food. Do you want to get some food?
I'm fine. I've.
Okay, fantastic. Max, do you want to eat your lunch first? Yeah. Chris and I will go on a little bit longer, and then once you're done, swap out, and I'll have my lunch, and then we can let Chris go and get some food afterwards as well if he wants to.
Why did you keep saying my name?
Sorry, not Chris. What am I doing? What am I? Oh, I am
Chris
still.
Twice. I'm like, I've had my lunch, dude.
I am still recovering here as well. Yeah. Too many Chris's.
No, there's only 1 or 2 here today, not like 3, 4.
I know.
3 here today.
You.
Anyway,
too many Chris's.
What have we got on the
pairings?
Okay, so pairings. So we have Charlie versus Robin. We've seen Charlie. Robin has an interest in this and not so interesting.
And Neil against John.
Chris Neil, we've seen John. Dave you've got to buy. Yep. Jon Easter. We've seen Jon Easter. Luke Johnson versus Terry Thorne.
Oh, those are both ones we were looking at.
Both of those are ones that we're looking at. Terry is Pope Psycho Gold or Fell Howl Runner 3 blacks. And what was it? So that's Terry, Luke. And Luke is Wedgecracker Nora or Fett and Chiranu. Yep, let's have that one, shall we?
Put the possibility of 5 should be on the right.
So Luke,
it's easier to.
Yeah. So
who do you want on the Bespin side?
Bespin side would be Terry.
Terry on Bespin.
Terry on the Bespin side. Yes.
Yeah,
okay. Do you want me to run the thing if you're?
You don't. The round won't start until 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Okay.
If you want, I can do the overlay. I'll save you for a game.
Okay.
I can still do it.
2 o'clock. Right. So I'll probably start about
Okay, fantastic. Well, what we
fast.
yeah. So what we can do?
Well, actually, there's no point running the overlay because there could be a choice of 2 lists.
Well, you can put the names on, but you can't do anything else.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. Yes.
So
there is Luke Johnson, and there is what are we looking for? Terry Thorne.
So Luke is on the left. Yeah.
Yes. And Terry's, I think, might be on the squad builder. Let's have a look. That's yours. David, quick draw. Chris Neal. That's Charlie. So that's Jon Easter. Yes. So Terry's will be on the squad builder by the looks of it, unless that's that. That's not easy, is it?
No, that's Michael's.
That's Michael's. Okay, fantastic.
So that's
over. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. And
Okay, so let's go through Luke Johnson's list to start with. So I've actually just gone through one of these. So we've got Wedge and Aaron Kraken. Wedge has proton torpedoes and swarm tactics. Aaron Kraken has concussion missiles and adaptability, and both of them have guidance chips. So that's very unusual. You don't generally see X-wings without integrated astromech these days.
no.
So obviously this is an Alpha Strike list. It's an Alpha Strike Wedge Antilles using the proton torpedoes and the guidance chips. Plus, I would assume the action from Kraken, because both of them pilot skill 9.
Potentially. Why wouldn't you?
Yep.
To potentially shoot to get a target lock for wedge or focus for whatever target lock or focus.
So Kraken comes in at pilot skill 9, shoots his concussion missiles off. His attack gives Wedge an action.
As long as they're at range 1.
Wedge takes a target lock of focus required, so Wedge has a target lock focus with guidance chips and the proton torpedo mod.
You'd be very unlucky to get anything less than 3.
4 with that proton torpedoes, because you've got.
Well, I mean anything less than 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you have at least one 3.
4.
You
Yeah.
at least have 1 3. And swarm tactics is.
You can make someone else pilot skill 9 as well, which is Nora Wexley.
Ah.
So basically, Nora, Aaron, and Wedge can all shoot at pilot skill 9, at least on the start.
Nice.
And Nora is a classic Nora, R2D2, so she can regen her shields, push the limit.
Yep. So you can get both the target lock and the focus using a green maneuver to remove the stress, and then you can do it all again.
Absolutely. Tail gunner. When she fires backwards, reduce 1 agility, so she's dangerous front and back. The Lance Overhaul title said she gets the crit when she fires backwards, and vectored thrusters, so she can barrel roll if she needs to. So that's an interesting list. So
I like that.
Alpha Strikes all at pilot skill 9s, and then Nora Wexley is in for the long game. So that's.
But also remember that Nora's ability could be used defensively as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's one thing that most people forget, because she can spend the target lock and the focus to add either
hard for her
a
to
hit
do
or a
both.
defense or an evade, I think.
Yeah.
Or does she add target lock adds the both, I think.
Yeah,
and
so
spend
when
the
attacking or
focus more.
defending, you can spend a target lock you have on an enemy ship to add 1 focus result to
But then
the
you
roll.
can spend the focus on. So you target lock on the defense to get a focus result, then spend your focus token to turn them potentially both to evades.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
then we also have as his Imperial list, Boba Fett, Flechette Cannon, Veteran Instincts, and Agent Callus, and Rear Admiral Chirinu, Veteran Instincts, Tactician, Rebel Captive, and Engine Upgrade. So 2 pilot skill 10s with 3 methods of pumping out stress.
Yes.
So that's quite an interesting one as well.
Yeah, with Flechette, Tactician, and Rebel Captive.
Yeah, absolutely. Max and I went through these ones.
I'll tell you which one I'd rather see. Actually, that's a really difficult one. I'd actually rather see both of them. Because I love Nora. You don't normally see an arc.
Yeah.
You don't normally see Wedge.
Okay. If you were coming at this, which one would you not want to face here?
Probably with the list that I've brought today, the one that I wouldn't like to see is Cherno and Boba.
Chirinu and Boba.
Because they're higher pilot skill.
So they can outmaneuver you. Yeah.
And especially with Boba's ability to switch the banks.
Yes. And then let's try and Terry Thorne's list, which should be on the squad builder. So where is it? There we go. Terry Thorne.
So
I'm not familiar with this squad builder, so
that's fine. Is it? Did he send it in email format as well?
He should. Yeah, he might not have been loaded, so it should be on email.
Can't see where the emails are on here. Hang on, it might be in there.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah. So Terry Thorne. There we go. Perfect. It's already on there.
So you got Poe, PS9 Poe with Black 1, BB8, prime thrusters intensity, and auto thrusters.
Potentially, we've seen one of those
exactly
already.
Exactly the same as the one that I've bought here today.
That's
Tycho.
There's at least 3 of those because we saw another one on the stream
as
well. Yes.
Tycho with the A-Wing test pilot.
Yeah.
So it can have 2 EPT slots. So he's gone for Push the Limit in Daredevil.
I love Daredevil. It's hard to find a use for it, but I love it when it appears.
And
I love A-Wings.
Yes, and cruise missiles. So yet again, some more alpha here, and just a basic TLT wiring, but no.
It's got the BTLA4 title,
Yes.
so it only shoots forward, but it shoots its primary and its turret.
So actually, with this list as well, you wouldn't mind seeing this because it's technically no turret.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, precisely. And then we have Soontir Fell and Howlrunner. So we have Soontir Fell with Push the Limit, Auto Thrusters and Stealth Device because of the Royal Guard title. So classic Soontir Fell build. We've got Howlrunner with Crack Shot and 3 Black Squadrons with Crack Shot. So 1 Dodgy Ace and a Mini Swarm, 4-ship Mini Swarm. That's going to be interesting
to be fair, actually, for Terry, either of these two lists aren't going to hurt his Mini Swarm because there's no harpoons in there.
Yes, so there's no sort of automatically bad matchups here, I think. So yeah, no, that's good. But yeah, and I think any one of these 4 is going to be good to see. So I have no real preference here. Okay, I think they were starting to set up. So there we go. So there goes the.
There's the 2 lists on there. Let's get the table looked at here.
Yep. There we go. And they've got to be choosing. Let's have a think about this. So, Terry, Mini Swarm, and Poe. Which one would you be choosing when going up against? Where was it? Sorry, it's Luke. When they were going against a choice of Wedge, Crack, and Nora, Alpha Strike, PS9, or
2 PS10s.
Fett and Chirinu. Yeah.
It's really interesting because there isn't much health in either of them, is there?
There isn't, no.
For the sake of it, I would then go for the PS9 Strike.
I think I would do the same as well. Partly because those crack shots are not useful against Chirinu.
And also, with his other the Poe, at least you're then running the same pilot skill. Does he have a bid in that?
So the Wedge Aaron Nora is 98 points.
Terry's
Boba Chirinu is 100. Yeah. So that's 99. Yeah. So if I were Terry, I'd be looking to choose the Poe Tycho Gold. Because otherwise those crack shots just don't work against the Rear Admiral Chirinu.
Because you got no evade dice.
Exactly.
Unless you were behind the rock.
Exactly. What about you guys on the list on the stream? What would you go for? That one. Yeah. So Chris, we don't have Chris, but we do have Terry and Luke here. So yeah. And if you were Luke, so you've got a choice of Wedge, Crack and Nora, or Boba Fett and Chirinu. Which one would you be going for?
Part of me would be tempted to go for the Chirinu and so there's an Imperial Fett being called here.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'd do. That's what I do here because you've got the high pilot skill either